I would click that
Yes,
continue
yes.
button. All right, vamos then.
Mhm.
Do you want to start as always by going
Yes, I
over the
shall.
teams?
I'll actually, since I'm looking at panicking right
Sorry.
now.
1 second. What is Cray doing? What is his strategy?
Wait, what? Why is
Three
the three
houses.
houses? uh, uh, I have no idea. He's not gonna. Is he? What?
What's he chatting there? It's
I mean, he
German.
is
Oops.
Japanese, so it's gonna be cheap. Lumber camp, mill,
Let
and
me
mining
let me
camp.
just translate that what I just chatted. They are wondering why there's 2 times blue, and they are asking if it's a bug or
Right.
if they should do a rehost, and they are just saying, hey, no, it's fine. Just turn on those friends enemy colors, and you should be good
Mhm.
to go. All right, but
I've seen it on the same team before, but not on the enemy team before. That's interesting. The color bug.
that is interesting indeed. But yeah, it happens sometimes in the lobby games if you don't yourself switch to a specific color.
So I actually think the three houses is not the worst. I would like to save for maybe an early dog for the Japanese player, but yet again, obviously lumber camp is 50 wood instead of 100, and same with
Yes.
the mill and the mining camp. So it's not tragic. I panicked there for a second, but then I looked down and I realized Japanese, very solid civ for that exact
I mean,
reason.
it would, in my opinion, still be way better to just drop that dock earlier, since you're
Yeah, I
not
agree.
investing the full 100 wood on the lumber
Especially
camp.
since he's Japanese. The
Hmm.
fishing ship bonus, extra
Yeah,
armored, and
exactly. You want to get
way
those
more
out as
efficient.
early as possible, so you can actually start by only sending 3 villagers to wood, then build your dock,
Uh,
and immediately get your first fishing ship out, which is quite strong.
well,
Alright, we
since I'm
see the
talking
first
about
docks here for
the
Blue, who will actually be the first one to drop his dock.
all right, that's actually not bad because blue also gets a water bonus because he's Persians, and Persian town centers and docks are very efficient.
Yes, exactly.
And they have twice as much HP, which is very useful. It means it's going to be a pain in the ass if someone were to try and contest this water in the back here
Hmm.
to get rid of that dock. And then also it will be able to produce a lot of fishing ships. Persians usually go when they go water eco, they go for quantity, not quality. So
Hmm.
it's both civs, Japanese and Persians, very good on this type of map, but they just have two different styles that get them a good boom in order to have a nice economy to work with.
Yes. We see 3 of the players currently pushing in the deer. I think
Smart.
Yellow is actually the only one who does not do it, which is fine. You don't necessarily have to push in those deer, especially not if you are Japanese and can just build a cheaper mill on those.
Mhm.
And
It's very funny that both of these teams have the exact same civ.
exactly, that was my next point. We do see a mirror game here, actually.
Yeah.
Persians and Japanese of both of the teams. Actually, an interesting fact, what some of you already might have realized. If you're in the first game of the match, you could technically just mirror your opponents and don't have to pick civilizations, since
Yep.
the bans are
That's right.
globals. And I mean, it would be fun to see all the time.
And then you get a civ like uh like poles or something on this map, and then you're like, wait, they're not a good water civ. Why did they pick that?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, your opponents could just have a strategy behind this that they have well
Yeah,
prepared,
yeah.
and you have no clue what the fuck is actually going on.
How do I mirror a strategy that I don't even want to happen? But yeah, no, I think this is gonna be interesting because there's a lot of bonuses that both these civs have. Um, Japanese can be a decent anti-cavalry civ with
Hmm.
their infantry attacking faster for their pikes. They have very good ranges. They get fully upgraded Arb, Skirm, and Cav Archer. Their monks are very good as well. People tend to forget that. And then
True.
obviously no one can deny that the Japanese dog is nice. I've seen in a couple of casts I've done on here when people pick Japanese, I've seen a couple of Yasama towers too, which is very
Oh
funny for a map.
yes, they are pretty
Um,
nice indeed.
But for bonuses for Persians, what is one thing I love is you get that sneaky +2 against archers if you're using knights. +2 attack is
That's
always
a very
nice.
interesting wall for blue coming here, right up.
Yeah, that is definitely. He's gonna try and protect his pawn, but definitely
Yes,
interesting.
that's
Yeah.
true. In this
To be
case, wouldn't it
honest,
be even easier to just team wall if you go for walls like this and then you have all of the back protected?
yeah, that's true, but that's a lot of investment. I don't know. Maybe if they have heavier on wood, but I think they're trying to get the. They're
Wait,
getting
let's see.
efficient
Those are 12 tiles he's currently walling. That would be...
Yeah.
I mean,
I
if he would
guess,
have placed those houses in the beginning otherwise, which would obviously be a bit hard for him since he didn't scout around there yet, but it would be around the same effort actually to
Alright.
to
We're seeing
wall
a
it.
classic strategy from the orange Persian player right now. We're seeing a stable go up. So
villagers
we
here,
can
yeah,
already
very nice.
assume what we're gonna see.
I really hope we see some sneaky docking here. That is what I'm most looking forward to.
Oh man.
Okay, Japanese already having
I've
2
still
villagers
yet to see
on
sexy
gold.
gentlemen.
So let's see if those are actually going for galleys or for archers. Since for archers you have to you need 5 villagers on gold, and for 1 galley production you need 2. So technically would make most sense for him to go for those galleys. However,
Double range coming up for yellow. It's interesting because he's got so much on wood and not many on gold. Maybe I know he's got his TC waypoint to the gold, but definitely interesting. So he's gonna start producing archers.
do you see where those militia are for yellow? I can't see them anywhere on the map. Just see that he's currently getting his men-at-arms upgrade. And they have been on the field for a while.
Yeah, they're in the back of Gray's base harassing his wood line.
Ah, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. That's why he small walled every wood line. His fish is about to be disturbed, but it's not too huge. They should be cleaned up now because the Japanese players on a double range. That's another thing that Japanese is very good at because they don't have to spend too much on their eco buildings. Besides, obviously, the DauT doesn't equate for this. They can slap down 2 ranges fast. Also get a blacksmith up in nice time, and do a men-at-arms rush into archers at the same time. It's very nice. I've even seen some men-at-arms rushes with Japanese with 4 men-at-arms instead of 3. Very very well-rounded rushing civ if you want to go into archers. They can also do a 20 pop version of that as well. I think early game I personally love using Japanese. Just sometimes when I don't close out the game in late game it gets a bit difficult when you're trying to fight back. Alright,
1 second, what I realized earlier, what a noobish caster I actually am. For a second there, I thought orange and blue would be in one team, and it was why I was wondering about his palated walls earlier, since he would have a wall to his ally. But yeah, now it makes way more sense.
yeah, no, okay. I was thinking, I'm like, walling to gray is gonna take forever, bro.
No, those walls now in that place are fine, but yeah, to orange it would
Speaking
have been
of
too
noobish moves, Gray's doing some horrible micro here, not paying attention to his archers. He's giving archers away for free to the men-at-arms, which is not good. He's also housed, so I think he's under a bit of stress. Those men-at-arms have been doing good work. So you think three archers versus 3 men-at-arms? You think the archers would win, but no, he lost 2 archers for 3 men-at-arms. That's kind of rough, because now you're thinking, all right, now yellow is probably gonna have something that could hit me. Blue is doing a good job raiding with a couple of scouts, but orange has got the scouts over here. Although, yeah, here we go. Yellow, yellow archers.
Yeah, blue's coming in to join the party here. Very nice, but orange has just way more numbers. He has the armor upgrade in comparison to the blue scouts, so he should be able to clean all of the army up.
Very messy beginnings for the right side of the map for both Japanese players because of all the aggression.
Ooh, quick volley will somebody.
Wow, that was quick. I was about to compliment how the Japanese spears, very, ooh, nice quick walls. Yeah, you're right. Very good with their attack speed, so they would shred some of these scouts, but I just witnessed some of the scouts picking off the spears that aren't paying attention.
Yellow currently
I am
coming to
noticing
Gray's
the
base.
numbers
Let's see if he can actually...
difference in military is becoming drastic.
Yes, it is.
A third range for the
And also we
player.
see the blue player currently contesting the orange water, which is very nice.
Yeah, that is very nice. It's interesting to see which Persian DauT comes out on top. The thing that's bugging me though is that the fire ship has done a good job posing its presence, but it's not attacking the fishing ships. It's just doing random stuff like patrolling or attacking a house. It's like you know there's fishing ships over there. Get rid of that eco. You want to make sure that you've got a firm lead.
Yeah, he's probably too busy currently microing his scouts and probably kind of forgot about the water, but yeah, it's definitely something you want to have. Like, it's like killing 5 villagers that are just super exposed with that fire gully.
Yeah, he's also trying to defend Gray. Gray's woodland has been harassed by archers.
Yes.
A good number of scouts coming in here, though. Let's see whose numbers are better, whose micro is better. This would be a
Gray
really
and
determining
yellow
factor
should...
who's receiving what damage.
Actually? I mean, orange and yellow, of course. Yeah. Actually got closer than I expected it to be, now that blue had the armor and the forging himself.
Because all of them had all the feudal upgrades from both teams.
Yes.
So it's not like no one was lacking. The only thing I'm worried about, though, is if you look at yellow and orange, look how close they are up to Castle Age compared to the other team.
30 seconds only, and Gray just clicked up.
So huge. They're gonna be trying their hardest to survive the best they can, because they lost some of their feudal army. Granted, it wasn't a lot, but Castle Age, man, Castle Age is gonna destroy if they don't get prepared.
Let's see, Botkin and crossbow upgrade coming immediately in. We see 16 archers currently on the field, and we also see the sneaky dog of yellow here on the other side, and blue cleaning up orange water finally here.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Crossbows on that wood line there. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. I think the saving grace for Gray right now is that he's got a lot more numbers than yellow, and I think that's because of the fact that he's producing a lot, and the fact that he didn't lose as much as he could have. Oh no,
the
blue
first
villager's
knights.
about to walk in a yellow crossbow, just passing. He doesn't see him. Wow. Oh no, he found him now. All right, he's coming. He's like, "Where you going? Where you going, buddy?" We got 2 blue scouts in orange eco, but knights find them and they're gonna pick them off.
Second TC for yellow here.
And then we got a demolition raft in blue.
Let's compare the eco kill death. Actually, we see 0 kills for orange, 1 kill for the Japanese player, and actually blue did a lot more damage than I expected. Not gonna lie, the 6. To be fair, that's actually the water. So the 5 fishing ship and only 1 villager snap. So it's not.
I mentioned.
I mean,
that
it's still very good.
Got a demo patrolling.
Yes, he does. He had.
Right now,
actually,
this is what's worrying for blue, right?
Yes.
They're in Castle Age. It's not horrible, but the amount of crossbows coming in at that wall with the orange reinforcements coming, he's gonna really need some help.
Gray is
coming with
actually coming from the back with the same amount of crossbows. However, there are also knights of orange coming to support his teammate.
Orange might get called out here. No, just passing. Gray is letting him live. Oh, never mind. Orange did not back up. He's just gonna try and take the fight, which is a very strange thing to do.
No. I mean, he has the second armor, but you need way more numbers.
Nah, he needed more numbers there, and even then, he could Gray could just sneak his archers in between the gap of the palisade, you know. But yellow doing some good damage. Pulled blue off of the gold. Granted, he has
4 villager kills he got here.
Gonna be big.
And also killing off the fish of Gray. So very nice job of yellow here currently.
Alright, so yellow's trying to escape. To be honest, you know what I blame here? I blame the communication, and I kind of blame orange here for if yellow loses his mass right now, because orange didn't decide either. He tried to take blue by himself and then had to retreat, leaving yellow to die inside the base. There was no real
Yeah,
communication to
there's,
fight together. And that's a big
Krasbogan.
hard point. Fighting together is huge. And that's gonna be a really big drawback for yellow. Granted, he is cleaning up inside the Gray's fish, but he's trying to micro down the fireship's crossbow. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, we do have some idle yellow crossbows.
Wait, actually, currently, Orange is actually trying to fight back for the water now, which is interesting because he actually already lost all of his fish. So
Yeah,
of course you want to have the water back at some point to get all of that free fish. However, you probably want to focus more on the land army now.
Yeah.
Like if
You know what hurts me inside right now?
Go ahead.
Go look at the top, no, the right of the map, and tell me what these fire galleys should be doing. They're just patrolling the whole time, man, letting the fishing ships just stay over there. He watched them run away, and they're just, oh man. All right, but the war galley is a good idea to stop the crossbow from ranging the fire ships. He's gonna deny that dock. He's gonna say, "No way, Jose, get out of here. This map is now mine in the corner."
Hibbity hobbity, your lake is now my property.
Orange is giving away way too many knights. They've got good mass in the middle, but he's gotta recheck his waypoint because he keeps running them straight into the blue knights.
Those blue knights can go in super easily. It's only a palisade gate. He won't be able to wall behind those archers coming in as reinforcements.
Alright, the biggest thing
But
here
he
is
can
that
force that
Gray
TC up. That's indeed his best move for now until his main army arrives. But yeah, you should definitely not engage here by yourself. You definitely want to wait for your yellow ally.
It's either their communication is lacking or they're just blue is impatient. Or I should say orange rather.
Pretty close fight actually. We do see.
Yeah, blue had more knights.
Even numbers actually.
Yellow has way more crossbow.
Yes.
And there you go. There we have it. Look at that. The Persian knights cleaning the crossbow. It's like they were designed for that.
Whatever do you mean? Alright, and actually still a decent mass of units survived here, so
Blue's
they can.
Knight waypoint, man. Oh, that kills me inside.
What would you do in orange and yellow's position now? What would
Well, they
your
just
game
cleaned an
plan be?
army, right? So while they're macroing behind, go push either blue or gray again. Gray has got an opening in his base because of the water, but he still has an army at home. Yellow is actually going on that wood line right now, which is good. But I think since blue lost all those knights, I would pressure blue. Blue has no military right now.
I also would actually at this point add in either more TCs. Oh, yeah, orange is actually adding in a 4th TC, nice.
Yeah.
Or a forward siege workshop, since the only thing that stops you to kill off blue at this point is the lack of siege because of the TCs. The only spot where he's actually protected.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice TC position here for yellow.
Maybe a forward siege workshop too. Like I said.
Yes. Even monastery at this point. Just
I think blue might need to add a monastery at this point to try and help himself out a little bit here. I mean, not against the crossbow, of course, but
yeah, but just to help out his ally versus those Persian knights.
Right, so the yellow crossbows came back over from Gray's base, now helping the assist of blue. Gray followed over, and we got some another huge engagement coming here. Gray has the hill if he draws back, and he does. Blue Knight's coming in right now, so let's see what
Let us see some orange aware at this point. And let's see. Actually, overall, blue and gray having the big army here. So in addition to that hill, they should definitely win that engage. They do have... Actually, blue is lacking its castle age blacksmith upgrades. It's interesting. Or
you know what I'm kind of worried for right now is, yes, Gray has a huge army, but look what he's doing right now. He's almost up to imp. If he just buys his time, and hopefully blue does not get hurt a lot, he'll get a great advantage being able to get Bracer and Orb right now.
Yes, that is true.
It's just a ticking time bomb. Granted, he's got
Yep.
Persian DCs, so he's not going to be hurt as much. I like the way his base is set up, Blue. It's not like they can get in and around in the vital parts of the eco.
Also adding a 30 TC node just to slow them down. And yeah, orange and yellow currently kind of forced to just kill that house and not doing any economical damage, which is very nice. For blue and gray here, just buying time, getting the ARP in, getting the Bracer in, and we see also Imperial Age coming for yellow now. Oh no, orange, don't donate your knights for nothing. That's really unfortunate. Oh, nice house walls there to block off those knights and crossbows. Nice move. However, not enough HP just yet.
These
to
orbs,
actually
though, I'm
stop those.
kind of afraid. Yellow is getting up to him as well, but do you think they can survive in an enemy territory for a minute and 30 seconds?
Not even on neutral ground they should be able to survive that. Not with those numbers. I mean, they actually had some nice aggression going on there. Won the fight earlier in the middle. And to be fair, blue and gray have been on 2 town centers for the longest time. And we see on the villager or worker count that Pac-Man Starly's team is currently almost 50 workers ahead. So that's definitely making
that's the
huge
danger of putting a lot of eco into it. You're gonna get outproduced by military, I feel.
I mean, currently gray and blue have the upper hand military-wise only, but once they will lose that army with 2 TCs only, 57, and 76 villagers.
Engagement is the big thing here on yellow
Yes.
and orange. Keep throwing it. I love the ballsy TC in the forward position from yellow. And oh no, Gray's gonna put it in the same position. He's gonna find out the hard way.
Okay, we see chemistry, we see the crossbow.
Gray doing
Assistant!
another smart thing.
Thank you very much for that subscription. And we see the defensive castle here for orange, probably on his way up to Imperial also any second. Yeah, he already got it queued up, 2 minutes 40 seconds. So he just needs to buy himself some time until he can upgrade those knights to Cavalier and even Paladinos, and to yellow arrive with his massive forces to help him out. Okay, he actually had to cancel castle for now, had to abandon it. With 6 villages only, you're definitely not fast enough to get that castle up in time.
This hill is gonna be huge.
Yes, this has definitely a big impact on
Where's
how
Gray
the
going?
fight
He needs
will
to
go.
fight. The worrying thing here is orange is up to him and blue isn't.
Yes.
So we might see a complete role reversal here in a minute.
Exactly, also
I'm
blue
surprised
only on
orange is
62
rushing up
villages.
that castle like that, right there, right in front of them. Like, just wait, they're gonna leave. They have to leave since the master just wasted like 8 villages.
Actually, I do like his decision here, to be honest, with that villages. He has 4 town center running. Those were like 10 villages or so he sent on that castle, and it basically just bought himself time. So every shot that those ARPs had to shoot, they killed 1 villager with, but didn't touch the main army of yellow. So it was basically just buying time for those ARPs, and he lost quite some numbers there in the meantime. Like 10 of his ARPs to get 10 villagers who were produced in 55 seconds, those 10 villagers with the 4 town centers. And yeah, currently
just
now
remind
here...
me not to work for orange next time, yeah.
And yeah, that will
seek
be a
employment
tough
elsewhere.
push for gray and blue here to defend. It will be very hard for them. No! Yellow, you have to engage. Alright, doubted those ranges. So probably gonna see
watching someone micro against ballistic. Although they did a decent job with a couple of shots, but if he had some of those doing some shooting, oh no, the blue coming back around. All right, no, this was, oh man. This game has
still
been all about see who can die
close
first. And you know what's
engage, yeah.
funny? Look at Orange's units down here. Oh boy. It's
Just
fine, Yellow.
vibing.
We don't need your orbits. It's perfectly fine.
I mean, he has Cavalier on his way, 45 more seconds. He just got his
Yeah, that's
Imperial
why I'm
armor.
surprised
Also
Yellow
a
pushed
Hazard
forward.
coming in, interesting move. And we see the last armor coming in for Yellow. And he's actually switching to skirmishers in addition to that.
Wow.
Actually only producing skirmishers right now, interesting. Wait, is he lacking
That is
gold?
interesting.
No, actually he shouldn't be. Also, he should be able to get a castle out soonish. That stone he mined by now.
I mean, adding
what's
some
that mining camp
skirmishers to
by?
add mass is good. Not a lot of them used.
Look at the audacity of Crater. Well, first of all, we have a castle coming up there, but secondly, the
Yellow's like, "Alright,
the
fine,
mining
I'm
camp
leaving."
in yellow space. Okay, also defensive castle there coming up for yellow, and the main army of yellow and orange pushing blue
A lot of
space now.
yellow
Very
orbs
nice.
did some raiding, but they are getting cleaned up by gray orbs. A lot of raiding from orange. Now this is going to be very difficult for blue. He's still waiting for his upgrades to come in, but he has to take this fight. And actually, I think he doesn't have to. He could have waited for that fight. Really. Because he has the Persian town centers just garrison the villas, run back, and then wait. Because if you lose your mass before, he's got the Imperial Age defense upgrade, but maybe wait for Cavalier.
And now both of the players sending their villagers to build those mining camps.
Oh boy.
Alright, now let's actually look at a main action here. Kind of all about mainly blue space here at the moment. Orange and yellow doing a very decent push. The only thing they are lacking here is definitely the siege. I mean, fully upgraded Cavalier can take down those TCs in a mess, but just adding in some traps or rams would make a huge difference here. Or just going for orange and help you.
Yep.
Will help you big time versus those gray arbalists.
Man, the pathing of Blue's Cavalier, man, is just killing me inside. What are they on stand ground or something? What is it? They're just watching their fellow friends and comrades getting shot.
I really like those stone walls coming up now for Blackman's Valley and Pleb Guardiola, and also preparing trade here. Very nice timing for them. And that's the first trap we will see.
I'm liking the addition of the pikes from Grey, knowing that he has to deal with the Hussar and Cavalier from Orange now.
Yes. 2 only so far. Did he actually get those? Actually, I don't know if he did that on purpose. He doesn't have the upgrades yet on those. No armor upgrade.
What, for the pikes?
For the pikemen, yes. He
Well,
only
no,
has the pikeman upgrade.
he has a bunch of barracks in the front that he's not producing from because he's lost that space. I think he just hasn't been able to get the armor yet.
Probably, yes. And yeah, their eco is really hurt. Down to 50 and 65 villages in comparison to the 100 and 131 and trade to that. That's very tough for them.
How bad Hussar and Cavalier can make your eco look. I think what's really been doing well for yellow and blue, for that matter, is the dogs. That's why they've been doing okay. I mean, granted blue is being pushed back from orange, but I think yellow has had a better late game domination here because the amount of fish he's been able to get in here. Japanese fishing ships really showing their own here when they're trying to get all that food in.
Yes, I mean, both teams currently having 2 lakes, and actually they are also using all of them. What's the transport ship there for blue in the left lake? That was probably a misclick. Okay, we still see some Paladinos in the back here. Nice raiding.
Distraction.
And yellow going to coming to Gray's main economy step by step. Very close to his economy there. Still a lot of raiding going on for orange here in blue space. No need for him to add any siege. He can pretty much eat every building and unit here that blue has currently on the field.
The
So yeah,
numbers is just the big
they
point.
are in such a dominating position here, and it's the GG. Well
GG. Yeah, the
played.
numbers were pretty scary. More than double military, double economy.
Mhm.
Blue came over to defend Gray because he lost his arc mass from the Paladin and Hussar. Then he's noticing at home he's getting absolutely raided to pieces with tons of cavalry. And then Yellow is pushing Orange. And if you're in a scenario where both
Mhm.
sides are not pushing, and you're just falling on both sides, it's the sinking feeling of realizing you're not gonna win the game. A nice little addition as well is that Yellow and Orange also added trade.
Mhm.
So they were definitely ready for the late game. They had a better economy, and they really made sure that they punished them for the lack of macro behind their mass army.
Yeah, and definitely the 4 TCs for the Persian player here for Pac-Man still made a huge difference in the late game. Just
Yeah.
getting first to those 130 villagers and keep up a constant army production.
Hmm.
Even though you lost the lake on your side, it was just
Yeah.
massive for them to actually get in the lead here again.
A quick little thing also, some may argue, well, Yellow had 2 town centers, but he had two pawns to himself, and as Japanese, that is insane.
I mean, to be fair,
Um,
he had 3 town centers most of the time and just got destroyed by the castle in a very late game. But he had the 2 lakes
yeah,
also
yeah,
made a
yeah, yeah,
difference
but
there.
yeah, that's
You are
true, but
right about
it,
that, yes.
he didn't really need to add many farms whatsoever. He had a
Mhm.
decent amount of
True.
farms for playing archers, but he had I would not be surprised that he had a very comfortable amount of food the whole entire time. In fact, he's finishing the game with almost 2,000 food. Um, so
Actually, a
he was fine.
very, very rounded kill death here we see for all of the
Yeah.
players. 0.9 for all of them besides
Hmm.
Yellow, who was on 1.2. So you can see just by those statistics it was a pretty even game here. So
Yeah.
two pretty evenly strong teams facing each other, which is what I personally
It was
always prefer.
there was definitely 3 or 4 moments in the game where
Hmm.
there was some army throws, and when you lose a big ball like that, it definitely hurts, and
Yeah, of
that's
course.
why it was such a big back and forth game. It was maybe lack of communication sometimes, or not working together in a big fight, or miss a micro, or
Hmm.
just not even paying attention to some of your army that really hurt. There was a lot of times for both sides where they got called out in their army, and what that tells me is that this is a very equal matchup. So we can either see any of these games going either way, and it's kind of exciting because I'm wondering what they're gonna try and do for the next game. Very interesting how we see Four Lakes is the first map. I'm really curious what the next one is.
Hmm. Anything else you have to add to that map, or we want to move
Um,
on to the second game here?
yeah, let's move on to the next game. One quick thing I will say is don't let Japanese take all your pawns, man. It's like giving them like an extra 2 town centers, bro. No. uh,
Pac-Man Sully actually in the chat here. Welcome, welcome. And well played the first game. Looking forward for the second one and a potential third one.
yep, yep,
So
yep.
that will be very nice. Just tell me
Loading in
whenever
as
you're
well.
in CJ. I'm at 4 seconds and ready to go whenever you are.
All right, go for it. Hit play.
Vamos.
All right. I'm glad we have some better looking colors in this one. Um, all right. I guess since Pac-Man is in the chat, I'll give him the introduction first. Um, he is in the blue, and he's playing as Lithuanians, a very solid civ for this type of a map. Land Nomad is well known for its food, and what better than starting off a Nomad style map where you need that early beginning start of food, and you have all that food to start off with. I always say, as Lithuanian players, you should never idle your town center because you've got enough to hold up a good sized population when you start the game with production of villagers. Another thing that you could say that they are very keen on doing is snagging up those relics to give their Lythus and Knights a bit of a bonus attack. You usually see most of the time that they focus on their cavalry and getting the armor upgrades first, so they could just exploit the relics and their free attack upgrades. And then also you got those faster moving skirms and pikes, so they could be used later on to stop
Yes.
any raids. And who knows, we might even see some winged hussard in this game.
That would be
his-
very nice.
It would be nice. His ally, however, Mr. Pleb, I hate saying that because I don't mean any disrespect, but Mr. Pleb, in red,
Self-chosen destiny.
yeah, playing as the Mongols, another solid civ in the beginning. They do not have food like Lithuanians in the beginning, but they have a food bonus that is fantastic for deer. And I'm seeing right now he has a number of deer around him. He has
Also-
4 boars around him
Exactly.
as well.
Very decent amount of boars around him.
He might have a couple of those boars contested, with the player next to him. Which will be
1 second,
interesting.
sorry to interrupt you. Did the game also stop for you there for a second at 3
I've
minutes
got a
23?
couple of pausings as well.
That
Okay,
is
this is not the
very
first
interesting.
time. If you go into your DE and it glitches out.
Error replaying game. Replaying stopped. Oh no, is that because the hotfix of today? That would be so unfortunate.
I had this problem in the other, not this fix, but the fix before that. With it's like, you know how like the issue where Nomad games weren't playing because of the treaty length.
Yes.
It's happening to land Nomad games
Oh
now as well.
no, that would be so unfortunate. Let me load up the game again. Let's give it a second try. That would be really unfortunate to not see that game just because
I
Microsoft
hope.
released that hotfix
I gave that
version today.
sexy intro and everything, man.
I'm just fast forwarding here a second time.
Yeah, no, it might drop. There was one instance when I casted on Tuesday where I could not watch
Nope,
the land.
it's actually going fine for me. I actually went a little bit too far here. I'm at 3 minutes and 10 seconds, but yes, I'm back into the game.
Nani?
So yeah, just
try.
leaving to the main menu and restarting at replay. Apparently did wonders here.
Alright, I'm gonna try it. Crossing my fingers, man. But as I'm waiting for Capture Age to load up this, as I was saying with Mongols, they're very good with their hunts, and the efficiency they have at collecting it. So food is not really going to be a problem for them. Maybe contest a couple of the food resources around, like I said, because the person next to them.
Oh
But
no!
I'm seeing very solid
It's
stuff.
3 minutes 23 and it stopped again. Never mind.
Oh no! My Capture Age actually crashed when I tried to load it up again, so I'm gonna have to load it
okay.
up. This is going great. It's fantastic, man. All right.
That is really very, very unfortunate. So
we're gonna have to address this then, because that's interesting. In the I love DE, don't you? You know, when you think everything's swell,
really
they come up with
unfortunate.
these absurd patches.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm really sorry about this, Pac-Man Sully. But yeah, it's probably
This game
because
has more patches than a blind pirate.
yeah, it's probably because of the hotfix that got released today, and since you played on the old, or pretty much everyone so far played on the old version of DE, I don't know if we can even cast a third game here. I mean, we did manage to get the first one. Maybe it's indeed just
the land nomad. It's this. It's the treaty problem again. That's what I think it is.
To be fair, the TCs were up for a minute already, so I don't know if it's because of the treaty length, since the treaty length was already over the time the replay stopped.
I have positive feelings about Game 3 working. I'm feeling it should be good. I just know that's an issue though, because I've had a couple of games that I casted on Tuesday that were land nomad, and they did not want to play.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll.
Well, however, since we won't be able to cast a second game here, I checked this in game, only replay 2 doesn't work. Okay, yeah, that's quite unfortunate. However, so at this point we do know that it's a 1-1 at this point.
Right.
opponent team here, that's Zetnus, and Yuva took the second game on Land Nomad for them. Would have really loved to see that one, since Land Nomad
Yeah,
is
I
a
know, right?
very nice game. I always love
I
to
mean,
cast.
so back reminiscing to what I saw on the map, when I was talking about the Mongolian player, I did realize that the person that was next to him was gray, and he was Spanish. So we can kind of figure out what kind of happened down there, maybe.
I mean, the second game actually has Sislin involved, the biggest Mongol fan out there. So hopefully we will still see some Mongol action during the day.
Gotcha. I'm having a look at these civs right now. I'm in the game right now at
Alright, then
5
I
seconds.
will.
I paused it.
Okay, I'm also at 5 seconds. Just continue. So 7, 8, 9 seconds in. Um.
Okay.
Okay. You wanna go ahead?
Yes, I shall. Okay, I will start in the. I'll go left to right. So bottom left, I have in green. We have Khmer player. Usually, this is an interesting idea. Obviously, in Team Islands, you see a lot of wacky strategies, whether it is to do with water aggression or getting a unique unit out water, or which I think we're probably going to see for this civ right now, is land rushing. Landing on someone else's map. Khmer have a very good opportunity in trying to use their bonus that lets them get up without any required buildings. Also, Khmer have a very good eco. That you do not need to drop off any food when you're on farms as Khmer. Very sexy indeed. And all in all, it's just going to be very interesting to see what they do from here. I think they're really going to abuse the fact that they do not need to require any buildings to build. So,
I
for
honestly don't
example,
know
they
about
don't need
that.
a mill. They can go straight to market, all that jazz. But obviously, they don't even
Yes,
need a
to
market to click off. It's
the
just
fuel age, however, they will build that lumber camp and dock anyway, so it doesn't matter too much for them.
yeah.
If they
But I'm
do
just
go
meaning like
for
if they want to get to Castle Age or
Mhm.
whatever.
That
And to
depends. Like if they go for the landing, then they will probably go for blacksmith fletching and the archers. However, if they just go for double dock, then we'll probably only see a fletching blacksmith up.
oh yeah,
So
So that's the decision they got, right? Is
exactly.
they could either boom, they can land,
Mhm.
or do a fast aggression with the water. But either way, very adaptable civ. People always, when they see Khmer, have that thought in the back of their mind: is are we gonna see some Khmer shenanigans, or are we gonna see a very strong eco?
Mhm.
Now its ally, on the other hand, Saracens. Now this is a civ that I find was way back in in HC of Age of Empires. Was very strong because obviously their galleys were very fast firing. Um, but it's not as strong nowadays. I just remember that I would always, back in the old days, pick Saracens if I had any water because I remember how broken they were. But again, very nice. Their galley line fire faster. Their transport ships have bonus armor on them. No, is it bonus armor or carrying capacity? I forget.
It's the
Both,
carrying
isn't it?
capacity, I think.
Carrying capacity.
I think the
So
armor is for the Sicilian, isn't it?
the armor is for Sicilian, you're right. But no, I swear they get something. I have to look that up. But I know it's carrying capacity 100%. I'm not sure if there's an addition to that. Maybe not. I
Transport
don't
ship,
know.
2 times hit points, 2 times carry capacity.
That's it. The HP and the carry capacity. That's what I thought. All right. So, I remember that they're a bit chunky, so that might help with the landing. They also, you know, I love doing the little sly Saracen market bonus, cheap
Market
market,
abuse.
maybe a little bit
Sulfit would
market
approve of
abuse.
that.
Yep. That will definitely help him on this map if it gets to any later, because obviously everyone else will be struggling, selling their stuff at 14 per a piece, while Saracens are laughing to themselves, saying, "Well, I get it for 19, my friend. I'm sorry." Yeah, that's a very fun thing to abuse, and then obviously you get the classic camels have higher HP, and then their archer line does bonus damage to buildings. So we might see an interesting strat here. We might see a double rush on this side.
Actually, already see Loom for both Khmer and Malians here. So let's see what they got prepared for us now that they are on their way to Feudal Age. So I would move on with the Malian player before they actually reach Feudal Age and something exciting happens. So for the Malian player, so basically the most important civilization bonus for them is the minus 15% costing buildings. So they get their dog cheap up, they get their houses cheap up, they get everything cheap up, which basically allows them. Oh, there's the first transport ship for Malians. Allows them to get a bit better wood economy and make more fishing ship or more farms or whatever out earlier. Since they don't have to spend that wood otherwise. Starting from Feudal Age, every age the Malians get an extra pierce armor per age, which is very nice if you want to fight on a TC or just fight versus archers or however use those gem cards. And also they have the nice gold bonus with the plus 30%, or the gold mines last 30% longer, which is quite nice. With limited gold on an island like that. Last but not least, the team bonus of them, the 80% faster working universities, which can obviously be always quite nice to get chemistry out, to get the ballistics out. And there's also the transport ship for Green coming over. 1 villager and 1 scout.
So red transport ship is about to find its way onto Gray's part of the island very shortly. Just
actually coming from behind. It's nice. But actually, to be fair, those Gray fishing ship should have seen him. There's a stable coming up. And Gray is unloomed, so that's probably the first kill we will see here for the red scout. There we go.
Oh boy. Oh boy, you hate to see it, folks. You hate to see it, but I love to see it, so it's fine.
And there's also the sneaky stable coming up for the Khmer player. Very nice. Obviously, no need to build any barracks here, so that is indeed quite nice for him to get his military out early.
A blessing and a curse, in my opinion. Especially when you have scouts in your base and you're like, oh, I can get a spit. Oh, never mind.
Okay, villagers currently trying to wall those that stable in. Nice reaction time for him, but you can obviously still use the transport ship, so it doesn't matter too much for the red player here. And okay, he added lumen time. Nice, so yeah, you won't lose any more villagers here just yet. However, quite some idle time for player 7 here. Also, green scouts arriving now at red space. First villager kill already. And they should come to get a second villager kill actually. Yeah, there they go. And blue should be walled any second here. However, still has 1 or 2 scouts in his base here who could still potentially get some villager kills. And yeah, very nice. Red preparing his transport ship scouts here at the moment to get some more villager kills of the opposite team. Very nice.
Red coming to try and solve this issue of the walling. I love this, man. I've been watching this the whole time. Red desperately tried to use his scout to stop the walling. The villager's like, nah, I ain't having that, bro. And now Red's like, alright, fine. I'll keep that stable in there. I'm gonna have to move the transport ship. Oh, if those fire galleys came out any quicker. Oh boy. Alright. I'll okay.
First farms actually coming up here for Gray as well.
You know, being really disrespectful right now. If we saw a rant like because it's Khmer, right? So they've got the forward villager there. They got the forward stable, forward range. Oh, what should I do with the villager? Because I need to make them do something. Oh, I'll just slap a farm in your base because you can't. You know, I don't need a mill. I'll just start harvesting farm from a nation away.
Also, archers coming up for green here, so he can actually try to break in through those walls. Nice for him.
Yeah, it makes sense too because there's a bunch of spears out from the blue player. The scouts are getting a little bit agitated from it.
Backman still know what he's doing here with those scouts. I'm not logged in here with you. You're logged in here with me. However, that's a farm snipe, unfortunate for him, and yeah, overall he
Snipe
was
the farms.
forced to
Yes, yes, yes. Snipe the other one.
get
Snipe the other
some
one.
spears out.
Oh.
Alright,
Oh,
2
man.
scouts still cruising around his base. And actually, is there a hole? I think there's a hole at the wood line for blue.
Yeah, I
So
think there
basically,
is.
he could escape with those scouts.
At this point, I
Also,
don't think
red
you
preparing some more
want to.
ranges in the back there of
I
the
love
bases.
green.
That's nice.
Like doing this right now. This is like my zen time. If I were to do it, you know, it's just other people's pain is my pleasure. If you make someone want to throw their keyboard, you're doing a good job, okay? And then this village is really trying to wall up when there's archers in the face.
Oh boy,
Green also
blue, you don't want to
sending
take
a
that
scout
fight.
over to red's base, but it's gonna be picked off by a spear. Very interesting. So it's an interesting thing that's happening now. So we got blue being aggressive and proactive on water, and you got gray being aggressive
Doing
on
pretty much
water.
the same, exactly. And then
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
opposite,
and
we
then
have
got,
red and
red trying to
green here.
land and green trying to land. So it's definitely similar minds. Oh no. Oh no, red is absolutely tearing up gray's. Oh no, he walked into the town center with the archers. But that double range right there, that's gonna hurt. Double range fletching. Ouch. Say goodbye to your berry villagers, and your woodline is kind of a ghost town now. And he has a couple of scouts coming in. So that's the only downside, is that you're gonna have such a hard time trying to defend yourself when you've invested so heavily on water. Granted, Saracen player is bringing up a range of himself. Stone Gate coming in. Cheap market as well, walling. Very interesting. Oh no, the scouts will pick up those villagers though. This is the... I love watching this, but I would hate playing this. This is what I feel right now. But leave me alone. Let me do what I want.
Yeah, really not looking good for Saracen in here currently. Currently,
No.
0 economical units or 0 worker skills and 10 villagers lost already. So not really looking healthy for him.
Red just stood his group of archers underneath the town center, and now they look like Swiss cheese. It's a very messy game. I'm very happy about this. Absolutely loving this right now.
Alright, we are currently in the announced restart they had to do.
Yes, so we're switching to the other game.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yes.
I will do that
Herd
right now.
2, yes. Spectate capture rage and vamos. Welcome, welcome, hooker.
Yeah, I'm glad that you posted the part 2 as well, because that would be an absolute cliffhanger, and I would be so upset.
Imagine not knowing the final score of the game. Alright, I'm 20
Right.
minutes, 20 seconds into it. Just tell me when you're
Perfect,
ready.
same here. I'm hitting play right now.
Mr. Wololowitz, thank you. I appreciate that.
Alright. We are seeing skirms from blue trying to defend, but there is
Also
a
got forced into building the tower earlier. But yeah, overall doing a good defense there. Actually, let's compare his water. 9 fireship to 5 fireship of Grey and his galley, so he should technically be able to actually win that water here.
Granted, Grey was under pressure, but the thing that really hurts me, and same with blue, right? What is the point of these fireships? We're playing Age of Empires, not Vacation Resort, people. Can we, like, you know, use them maybe? That'd be great.
I mean, yeah, I know they are quite busy in their own bases here defending versus it, and I know that takes a lot of micro here. But just patrolling them in or something. Yeah, exactly. Very true, very true.
Yeah, like the amount of resources used to make them. You think deleting one dock is good? It's like, no.
Alright, we see Khmer building a second stable and being in Castle Age in 10 seconds. Please tell me we will see elephants.
I hope we see elephants. Especially against... No, we're seeing knights. Okay. But it's against skirms. it's gonna be very painful to see them stop that. And it's gonna be hard for Blue to survive for a minute and 30 seconds. Maybe he'll ask Red to come over and help because he's only got 50 seconds to wait, but it's gonna be very hard. Interesting multiple tower defense, but I personally,
I mean, he's
I
making
don't
way more fire ship here, but he's not using those. Building his fifth dock actually, currently having 6 fire ship in the production of fire galleys.
5.
But yeah, not be able to use
Vacation
those.
resort, man. It's fine. It's Alright, Gray is actually moving his galley and 5 fire ships to the back of Red's base. So we're finally seeing some action there. It's just a shame that again,
Blue at this point could fully focus on water here now as well. Alright, he's also moving his fire galleys now and just do a siege workshop, mob defense behind that.
He could have destroyed these stables, these like he could have used them, because now you're gonna have to worry about knights and worry about archers. You sat there not using them, and you could have really done yourself a favor and rid him off of the beach here.
Yes.
If you have navy, you better use it, man. Own the land on the edge of the water. Own the water. It's yours for the taking because you had the numbers. It's brutal not being able to use it because you're not actually actively using the idols. And he's got fire galley as well, so that's really gonna be a domination of water.
I mean, Green already went out of docks quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So Khmer, the only military he has on the field right now are the sneak production buildings he has on the opponent islands and the one villages he's currently hiding in that house.
He has a stable at home.
Thank you for the follow.
In his main base, so it's not horrible to defend against. Maybe if Red comes around, he's got red crossbows archering.
Second TC here coming up for Red, probably mainly for the self-defense to claim that goals there.
Yeah. Right,
and
so
Blue finally coming to kill those docks here and getting rid of Grey off the water.
And we all know how good Byzantine fire ships are. They got a bonus for it with the unique tech, and they also have a ability for them as well. Very nice.
Also second TC for Blue here on the backward gold. Very nice.
Look how fast they go down with those many fire ships. Oh boy. Anyone want barbecued docks? Barbecued fishing ships? And we're getting holy villagers as well. Desperately trying to use some Saracen archers versus Maulian crossbows here. Bad micro from the red player. Threw a lot of them under the town center actually, and then the crossbow comes in for the Saracen player. Some knights from the Khmer player trying to help out as well. So the aggressive military from red is being quelled for a bit. He's got a knight in the count, a siege workshop, and still a couple villagers, but they could be called out here by the great crossbow coming in. This is he shouldn't have shot the siege workshop. He should have shot those villas, killed the knights, but at least he can clean up some of those buildings when he gets the chance to. I'm just oh no, okay, keep your eyes on this siege workshop, Stark. You're seeing this. You're seeing this.
Oh my god, everyone, that's happening.
It's happening. Please don't eject on the wrong position.
90%, 95.
Oh, he put it. Oh, there we go. Come on, keep it going. Oh no, he put it too close, man. He should have put it from the back.
Second shot. No, kill that TC. Maybe you can kill that TC. One villager. Oh no! Imagine you would have killed that TC.
That was like blue balls, man. What the fuck?
Alright. However, currently both Green and Grey here are, besides those few fire galleys he still has at the top, pretty much fully abandoned off the water. So once that one villager of the Khmer player actually got killed on their own base, they shouldn't be in a position where they can actually still lose it if they have a nice patrol moving of their own ship and can just defend the coastline here.
I mean, Saracen crossbows really doing their what they do best, and that's erasing the buildings with their bonus. But I'm a little afraid, cause green's being pushed off with his aggression. Blue
Fourth
adding
TC
monks,
actually here.
taking some knights. Got cheap skirm, cheap pikes,
Mhm.
fire ships, cleaning up the shoreline, and they do not have any real threat on the enemy island. They do not have water
Yes,
presence, and they're under pressure on their own map. So this is what's
exactly.
really concerning to me. They cannot let it fall behind any further.
We see redemption
Especially
for
since they've
blue.
got
That's
cavalry from
interesting.
red running around. We got knights, camels. Um, it's going to be very interesting. Oh, I'm loving this right now. So I had a quick look at the technologies, and we're seeing
Redemption
redemption.
coming in here, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very nice. Let's see
From
what he
a
actually got
villager to
planned.
a
He could either just convert. He could convert technically that house with the villager inside. That would be funny.
exactly. But he's gonna go for the stable, which is smart.
Exactly.
The villager did the sneaky thing, trying to build himself a hidey hole with the house, like you said. But it's the you know.
Yeah.
Okay, he
And he
deleted the
deleted
stable.
it.
He's
Right.
like, nah,
And
you're not
there's
having
the
that, my friend.
villager running away. There's already a scout cavalry probably coming after. Yeah, no, just passing. I like to see here.
How annoyed would you be having a civ with no being raided by camels and knights, right? Asking a crossbow for that help, but the cheekiness from blue sticking the war galleys on your woodline, man, must be so annoying. Just so many idle villagers. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 idle villagers on that woodline because the galleys keep shooting them. That's painful, man.
And they got
And
a
the
green
TC can't
villager.
even read
Nice
it.
for them. Alright, we see the Imperial Age coming for the Byzantine. And just imagine having those bombard cannons, bombard galleons out here now. Just a couple of them around the shoreline and pretty much
I hate to say it, but I
game.
think it might be the signature of their defeat, because
I mean, they have a good eco going. They have pretty much the same economy going on as
the only
the
military
opponent
they
here.
have is the crossbows, man.
Exactly,
That's really,
I don't see any way for them to come back on the water. Like Blue actually doing a very good job here, just having single ship around the shoreline, around the coastline here.
The abilities of the Byzantines, you know,
Oh,
using
conversion.
the fire galleys, he's using the monks, he's using the fast, not fast, but the better imp from the Byzantines as well.
Sneaky siege workshop coming up for right there, very nice.
Very nice conversion from that war galley, sort of that, but that's like, you know, a little victory point for yourself. You know, the little victories inside that you're happy about. We got a Byzantine castle and that gold, very good. You know,
He could go for the Creek fire now, getting that extra range for his fire ship can definitely be very nice.
In my personal opinion, that castle in his base, I would like it on that between that stone and that gold. Inside his base, I don't like on the edge of the wall.
I mean, he could also just put it inside his opponent's face, who are still both in Castle Age. I have no other way to get it down, but yeah, I guess he's mainly got it for his unique technology.
Right. Here we go. Look at this blue bracer.
Chemistry. We will see those bombard galleons. Very, very cool. Nice move here by
blue is like, all right, I've got the score lead. I've got all the water. I am the admiral.
I'm just surviving,
I'm going to use this to my advantage.
Exactly, he's just doing what he needs to do. So yeah, nice move for him
fire
here.
coming in as well. Red also has another sneaky base. There's been some villager micro over there trying to wall him in, but he says no, thank you. Some villager fights. That outpost has done a very good job making sure he knows it's coming, but the difference from knowing it coming and being able to prevent it is so massive.
Actually, nice move by Green here. Currently trying to get back on water, making 3 docks right next to his castle.
Next to that castle, it's very good.
But with the bombard galleons, who's Blue currently producing, will be a very tough time there to get actually some navy out again.
Green sending knights down to stop that villager from building more production. Trying to go for 3 stables, 1 siege workshop push, but I think that stable's going to get denied, and it does.
It will, yes.
That villager doing quick walls in the back there. That's kind of stupid, really. Just bring the transport around and then, because they're so far away, they're not gonna pay attention to that. We got light cav from the red player, so we could see, and camels. So Farimba, light cav camels, and here it is, the cannon galleon.
Also see the
Gonna say goodbye to
Tridoc
the
getting
blue.
researched, very nice, getting that extra armor. And
Yep,
also
yep.
having, I mean, having the 50% faster movement on your ship is
Alright.
very nice to have.
I'm loving this this building destruction. We got cannon galleons deleting the town center, and we got Saracen crossbow deleting the stables. So very interesting indeed. Oh man, I just saw some knights pluck a fire ship out of the water, and the transport ship for that matter.
Okay,
man.
actually a lot of fire ship getting produced here currently for Green, who's trying his best to get a comeback
Yeah.
on board here. Currently on 9 fast
Look
fire
how many
ship here, that
cannon
will be
galleons
very
there
hard.
are. Jesus, elite cannon galleons for just completely erasing Khmer's base.
And they are
And then
coming
fire
out of
guys
those
beside-
fast fire ship who can
Yeah.
easily
You know,
clean up
actually,
the army. Blue
I-
yes.
Okay, so we're seeing monks being put into a
Actually no,
transport ship
he
for
has
blue.
fast fire himself.
Oh, actually, I'm surprised. That's a lot of fast fire from Khmer player. That shows you that Khmer's economy
It's
are actually doing very good.
8
That is very
stocks
impressive
he
considering
currently has around his castle,
how
who
rough it is.
blue and red haven't scouted yet.
The only rough thing is that Byzantine fires are the best fires in the game. It's gonna be so hard to stop that. It's funny. Before seeing that navy, I was gonna say if I was the blue player, add a bit more galleons to get better range of raiding the shoreline. But now I've seen those fires. I think.
I mean, it would have worked out earlier if he, with those galleons, he would have been able to deny that castle, and no more dogs would have been able to get them up.
exactly.
Oh, and way more villagers, and a monk even coming for blue on that coastline there. Nice.
Alright.
30 fast fire ship for green now. Alright.
Oh, blue, you're
Red
killing
will
me, man. You have all this
definitely
navy and you're not using it. You've been letting your cannon galleons die, man. That's so expensive. He needs to switch back into fast fires, and now he has all these idle ships and he's not using them. Like, what is he doing that's not water related right now? Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back. He's putting a barracks down and bombard towers, but those castles should clean those up. Yeah, this was such a misplay from blue. Gave such a lot of navy to green, and very well done from green.
Is up now. I mean,
out.
those fast fire ship are now non-stop coming in for green. Yeah, nice comeback he managed to do there on the water. Like, honestly, 5 minutes ago, I just didn't see green coming back from this situation. It almost felt kind of over, but yeah.
Again, I want to reiterate the fact that blue did not use the navy he had. He's got so much idle. Like, he's got by gray. He's got fire ships doing nothing.
50 fast fire ship for green. That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane, the production, and a lot more docks coming down as well. Khmer, man, it's so now we're at the point where it's quantity, not quality. I mean, granted, the fast fires from Khmer aren't horrible, but
I mean, it barely takes any micro at this point. I mean, you can still put in some demolition rafts in here.
Oh no,
which are both of the players actually upgrading right now.
But making trade calls, Blue's panicking, man. He's losing it. Demos coming out for
both of the players
actually. That's better.
Both
that's
of them
better. Some heavy
here.
demos, yes.
Got a
He's gonna have
heavy
to put some
demolition
docks
raft here.
elsewhere as well. Maybe by that castle by the in the middle of the map.
Also, Gray starting his comeback on board here. Currently 5 dogs out right now. He's actually is he going for? He gets the bracer. See, okay, he only is going for the for his demolition rafts.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of idle military going on here. He's not paying attention. Oh, the demo's coming in right now. Oh, but just passing, man. What is blue doing? He's not paying attention to any of his military right now.
Yeah, he's losing it way too easily right now, not gonna lie.
He's like, there's no micro whatsoever, just random just passing moments.
To be fair, once you have your mass out, you don't really need any micro on those fast fire ship.
He
But
doesn't have
just-
any micro. I'm not saying for green, I'm saying for blue.
Exactly, like he
Blue-
just needs to get his navy
He's
together.
even not paying attention, walking his fast fire. I mean, not walk, but sailing, just
Oh
passing
no,
right
both are
past the
coming in
galleons
now.
as well.
That's a little bit too late, mate.
Yeah. Oh man, I did not see this coming. Oh,
Neither did I
we
know.
got moonwalking, or moon sailing rather, fast fire ship in the back. That was funny. Alright. Green actually throwing a lot of his fast fires away, but he doesn't mind that. He's fine. He's chilling. He's got lots of production here.
Those are... never mind, those are taking the dog, I see.
He's finally getting rid of some of the other bombard towers on their land with Trebs, Khmer, against the Byzantine player. I think the blue player got a bit too cocky. He tried to do a land, and oh, that was a good snipe. So, it's funny, this bombard tower is killing all of the trade right now. I didn't see that till now. It just randomly sniped one trade card that goes in the line of sight. And then obviously the Byzantine HP on those buildings.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright, so the
both-
blue player
both
is fighting
red and
back.
blue currently do okay. Blue not anymore that much, but especially also red right now doing the mistake of just not getting a mass of navy out, just sending single military ships into the mass of his opponents, which obviously won't have any impact. But that is a nice castle red is currently getting up for the time his opponents don't have any bombard galleons to get it down. And Green actually losing his mass of navy super fast here. He did
Well,
not
he
run
ran-
off gold actually.
On the left side, he ran them into 3 or 4 heavy demos. And they're all stacked up on each other, so
A
pretty
few
rough.
minutes ago he was on 85 fast fire ship. Now he's on 36.
It's amazing what Miss Micro does to you sometimes, man. Or not paying attention to your army. Because the demos made short work of them, and now he has to fight back against the numbers of blue. It's back and forth all the time. We saw the struggle of blue earlier, and now he's coming back. I was actually really concerned for blue, but I guess the HP...
I
with all
like the new
buildings-
fishing ship they made. Don't know if that was a misclick by Green here. Probably was.
There's definitely some panic in either of the sides at times.
Oh,
You
yes.
can sense it. Good micro with the galleons here. It must be so painful losing that amount of gold with all the cannon galleons and all that stuff he lost.
Yeah.
Um,
they are fully out of gold, or almost fully out of gold on their side. So I only see a few tiles left on their island.
Who, blue?
Blue and red. Blue has a few tiles of gold around his castle here, but it will be hard to get keep
this
that navy up
engagement,
there.
sneaking in some demos as well. Great play from green and gray. Oh my lord, all the galleons went down.
And
Oh
blue,
my
bada boom. Wait, that's a trade
blue
cock.
trying
That's
to
not.
bada boom some fire ships with a trade cock. Oh boy.
I mean, you
Yeah,
don't know
Blue keeps
what he's
making
trading
trade
with.
cogs, but he doesn't use them. Like, there's one in the back of his base as well. I mean, using trade cogs is a good idea, but not if you're trying to use them as a military weapon.
Another heavy demolition raft could potentially take out all of those fast fire ship here if used correctly. Oh no 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 no. No, okay, missed opportunity here for blue.
I'm seeing so many explosions. I'm loving it.
Boom.
I'm
And
loving
blue.
it.
Come on, it's your time, buddy. Yes, the 3.5 down. Nice. Ah, it's unfortunate that we do like the explosion and fire animation
I know.
on capture rate.
Oh, I have mine.
Wait, it's enabled on capture rate for you? Interesting. Okay, I will have a look at it.
Sometimes glitches. The pixelations kind of glitch out, and then they have to reset themselves. And that's fine.
Ah, okay. I'll have a look at that after the casting today.
Yep.
Ho,
Oh
ho,
boy,
ho.
the amount of demo shots. Ho, delicious, man. Not gonna lie, man. Not gonna lie. I'm in a very nice place right now. I'm feeling very zen right now. The explosions are music.
Cray. No. Waste of 5
Oh, no.
demolition rafts. What was this, man? That's not worth it. Okay, a lot of more dogs coming up for Cray here. Very nice.
I
But
mean, the
they
castle's
just-
on the beach, so technically you could demo the castle. It's a Byzantine castle, so you need like 100 demos.
Oh boy, look at the amount of gold that Blue still has in the bank. Almost 5,000. So he can keep that navy production up for days
that's
actually. And then in comparison, the Chimera on only 50 gold here right now. Struggling at a 12
Yeah,
fast
I mean,
fire ship here.
they've been
It's
trying to do
very tough for
trade,
them.
which is very good. But trying and having is two different things.
I think there was actually an enormous amount of trade cards that got sniped by those bomber towers earlier.
Yes, I mean they got a big number of trade cards now, but yes, I agree.
And we
If
also do see
you
land
were-
trade for Blue and right now. It's about time. Very nice.
I think also Commerda get heavy demo, so be interesting.
Ah,
as well.
yeah, they don't.
Well, everyone else does, which is going to be interesting. If you were one of these players right now, what was your main idea doing? Oh, a sneak by red on the right side of Gray's base.
Ooh, very nice.
We
One
got
of those two
Farimba,
players, like, of what team you mean?
Red sneaking on the Gray. Farimba Lightcap, Farimba Camels.
True, he has that castle up for himself, those two actually, so he
lot
does
of-
have the
a
Farimba
lot
in.
of stables. Red going with the, I heard you need to stabilize your eco, so I drop stables in your face.
And wait, do we see? Yes, we actually do see Cataphract here for Byzantine. Very nice. Just
Oh,
research
boy.
those logistic for his
Got
trample damage on
Memalukes on the
those.
field as well.
Meme Lukes, eh? Very cool.
Yeah, Memalukes. Let me throw that sword, bro.
Hold it for me for a second, please.
Jeez, even with the armor.
And
Oh, no,
those
they have no
Cataphracts
upgrades,
in green space, yeah. They are Cray
doing
and Cree
very good
definitely in
cleaning
a
up
very
those
tough
Lightcap.
position here right now.
It's insane that Red has full upgrades on his cavalry, even though he's invested so heavily on water. Very interesting indeed.
Very nice, very nice.
You know, it'd be very sly. Gray's fire ships have been in the top right of the screen the whole time. of the
Yeah,
map.
since feudal
Imagine
age.
if you just set them on the markets right now.
Just killing off those reinforcements. We have
Oh
other.
boy, we're seeing a lot of Saracen heavy demos running into fire ships. Beautiful.
Oh, in the no. Wait, never mind. I'm stupid. It was red zone. Heavy demolition raft. But yeah, preparing another transport ship and the main action we currently have on the left side again.
Alright, so Red being stonewalled out, but joke's on them. They only did the top half, so lots of light cap running from in the bottom, and Gray's base is looking very
Gun whatsoever. 70
full of
villages,
Lightcap.
19 trade cards. But yeah, he's having a rough time keeping his army up with that. 17 galleons producing right now. Alright, but
a
probably
lot
like
of
the last
trade
of them
from
we can afford. Running out
Green
of gold
and
here.
Gray being killed by Lightcap right now. That is not good. That is not what you want to see.
No, like look at the amount of gold currently, 9 and 40. They are pretty much out of the gold. Yeah, right now already.
Gray lost a lot of villagers as well, and a lot of
62 currently. Oh, come
so
on,
it's-
guys, engage. You're losing your stuff versus those.
Well, it's
Let's
funny
screen
because
fast fire.
Gray's been dealing with the north, but he didn't wall the south. So this whole time they've been running around the back and raiding the trade.
Yes.
And it looks to me that green is losing the speed in which he can produce because he can't have that much gold. And cannon galleons and fire ships coming out for blue. Demo's cleaning up a lot of those fires. And green desperately trying to repair his castle, making sure it doesn't go down or he'll lose a footing on that side with his dog. If you're in the scenario of green and gray, what would you try and do to try and save the
They were in a very good position earlier, but however, when they microed, not paying enough attention anymore to their navy, it was kind of the turntable moment. And
Look at
from
how
here,
ballsy this red castle is right now. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
and from here, to be honest, it's almost impossible to come back from this. The trade is
Yeah.
falling. Even if they get rid of those stables in the back now at the castle, their trade will be snapped for the rest of the game.
I mean,
They
there's
won't
a
be able
lot
to
of
get enough
galleons
navy out again.
in the Saracens docks in the front, but yeah. But I think they lost a lot of trade.
34 in total, yeah. You could actually
A
be
lot
able
of,
to do something with that, definitely.
I wouldn't be shocked to see in the stats after this that
Like,
if
from
blue
what I've
and
seen
gray-
earlier,
not
it's
blue,
still
green and gray
still
lost
possible to
33 cards.
get a turnaround here. But yeah, resources running out slowly here.
Well, the funny thing is in the middle of green and gray's island, they've still got gold, but it got raided by Lycav. And even in the middle of front as well. All these idle villagers that used to be chopping wood could be mining gold.
Yes, true.
But you
Oh,
can see what's
34
happened to that trade.
42 galleons actually we have here right now. So yeah, it's
Jesus,
probably the last.
And they fire faster.
Last
so
call
I'm
here,
keen
last
to
cry
see
for them.
how they work out. Poor green losing a lot on the left side, sending pikes into their castle. Yeah, it's just the engagements. Miss micro, not paying attention. That's what hurts a lot of the time. But a lot of trade, I would say 50% of the trade was lost due to Lycav raids. Very well played from red.
Yes.
Trebs coming out for green. Gray mismicroing again. He's just... What is this just passing, man? It's killing me, man. It's killing me.
Losing
It's like, hang
actually
on a
quite
minute,
some
I will
shit here to
shoot
the
you
castle.
when I walk straight in front of all of your stuff first. Let me just surrender 4 or 5 ships to your fire ships first before I start shooting. Yeah, micro for water is actually very key, I feel. Alright, so there we go. He's dropping some of these gallons back and he's sending forward the demos, and we're gonna see some juicy bada booms here, are we? Oh, come on, keep going. There you go. Oh, that was a huge bada boom. Demo into demo.
Nice. Vamos.
Oh boy, oh
We take
boy.
those.
Alright, so now green and gray are trying to push back in the middle. But again, Lycav raids coming in from red. Gray's base is looking more and more like a ghost town by the minute. Trade is dying. The villager numbers is kind of looking bad. Having to bring the Mamelukes back to his base to see if he can fix out this problem. They're just passing, man.
$34 and 73 villages currently remaining for green and gray here. Not really the most healthy economy they have anymore. However, they still do have some gold left in their bases. If they have some insane micro going on here right now, they could still turn something around with the navy they have currently on the field. However, I just don't see them coming back from this game. Currently just blue and reds really into dominating
so
position.
many misplays that it's just, oh man. They're doing a great job trying to get back in this game, but I feel like all it takes is not keeping is just sidetracking yourself, not paying attention, and we've seen a lot of that in these games. And goes to show a slip in concentration in one part of the map can really haunt you.
Oh yes.
Alright, so some galleons died.
Those galleons actually did overall more than I expected them to be. To do.
It's the underrated fast firing rate of Saracen galleons, man. Used to really tick me off back in the Age of Kings, man. You think you're doing fine, playing rivers.
Where are you going with that great army?
Yeah, you think you're doing fine on rivers. You wall the entrances of the rivers, and then next thing you know, you have Saracen galleons just absolutely clapping the shit out of you, and you're like, how are you supposed to stop this? But yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. I do believe it used to be faster as well. I had to nerf it, which I'm proud about. I will not get.
It's been some time since I played Age of Kings, so I don't know the comparison to the old version anymore.
Oh man, no, I haven't played Age of Kings in a while as well. It's just I still have PTSD from it. So, all right, here we go. We're getting a sandwich right now. Oh my lord! So many galleons just went down. Man. Oh man, that was like the Houdini in ships right there. Now you see me, now you don't. Half of those galleons went down. A lot of fire ship shenanigans.
Landing by Green here actually. Light cavalry raid coming inside. Nice move by Green here, using the situation to get some units over. Very well played.
Yep. Great. Really reeling back from those past water challenges. Green trying to make do with what he has. Green even trying to run back to the fire ship.
Currently cleaning up their own island again. Very good job there.
Yep. Yeah, that is a very good job. It's a very semi-stalemate game, but
I'm really surprised once again how Gray and Green managed to get their part of the water back. And currently actually leading once again on the water, which is simply impressive. And Gray actually still has those 5 fast fire ship in the back of red space. He still hasn't touched in a very long while. That game cost me some years of my life. Yeah, I mean, resources are about to run out now.
Yeah.
Barely any wood anymore. But it's been very close.
I feel his pain watching some of these situations.
69 villagers currently sharing the same woodline there on the very right of Red's island. Nice.
Green's eco is looking a bit better, spending a lot of gold. But
now is indeed a time where you actually have to start buying that wood since you're running out, but your trade is the only healthy income you have anymore. So yeah, now is actually the point where you probably want to start getting like 1 or 2 more markets up and have to delete like 50 more villages to just get trade out and then market abuse. Which is the Saracen obviously very nice for.
Yeah. But still, like, blue and red have so much eco, it's insane. You notice that the trees are pretty much all gone, but red has 18k wood and blue has 6k wood. And blue has been going water, so it's not like, you know.
There happened so much that game already, and I was really surprised by and also impressed by Green here, who managed to actually get that water back a couple of times already with those docks in the back when it already seemed impossible. So nice work there from all of the players, all over and over again, and I really don't know what we will see next year and when that game will end. It can actually go on 2 more hours if we see teams like this who are pretty up head-to-head, pretty much having same skill level, same amount of experience on those maps, and also another bada-boom, very nice. So yeah, that's a very exciting match point we currently see here on that map.
They had elite cannon galleons come out the front of the docks by where all the fire ships were, and they got demoed as well. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, those bomber turrets of blue actually sniping those fire
Yeah,
ship one
that's
shot.
clever. I like that.
That's
in
very
behind,
nice.
Yeah. But I just wish that okay, so we got a transport ship from
Not
blue
a
crossing
single tree
over.
left on their
A
islands.
bunch of
Alright,
transport
now
ships.
it's
We're gonna
time to
see
lead your villages,
some
man.
maybe light cav coming out from blue to raid the trade line. A lot of idle villagers as well, because there's no more wood anymore.
Ah, those are on stand ground once again. That's so unfortunate for green and gray here. They go to win that side back, do another landing over here, and they still have a decent amount of wood here. So
this is great from blue right now. Cheap trash, and we're gonna see Halb spam and some Hussar spam from Byzantine player. Very nice. I'm loving it.
I mean, both green and gray still have a lot of stone in their base. They could just wall it in. Mine that chop that wood they still have left in the base. How much is that? That's still 177.
No, okay, here we go.
Like 300 trees almost. So much wood left in the bases.
The explosions are real.
Boom. Bada boom.
Oh boy. Both sides of the water are actually going ham. Gray and red on the right, and blue and green on the left.
So another castle got dropped here by red. Very
the only
nice.
thing that hurts me right now is it's great that green is pushing forward, but fighting underneath the castle is just... Granted, he's trying to deal with the buildings. Alright, so Gray sent his Mamelukes over. Hussar spam for the Khmer player. That's, you know, nothing new there.
Watchtowers in gray space. Very nice by Malian player here, currently trying to use all of the resources he still has in the bank. Trying to have as much impact as he can have with those. So getting those watchtowers out is very nice. Yes, yes, the faster working monastery team bonuses Malians could actually take use of that and upgrade those towers if you wanted to.
Yep.
There we go. Trying to get those towers down.
Cap in the vills. It's just lack of seeing what's going on from either side. Don't get me wrong. I tunnel vision all the time, and I understand exactly how it is. But that's the biggest point that's really hurting green and gray right now. Is just
clean up from green here once again on both the sides. Actually, very nice.
Nice, quick walling in the trade to make sure he doesn't try and get over there, but there is still a hole. No, they plug it real quick. More villagers go down. Mameluke's coming back saying, okay, sir, you're gonna have to stop producing stuff in my base. A castle on the hill trying to defend the trade. But absolute mayhem on the left side, as always. We're seeing Trebs and Gebettos. Oh, hell yeah, on the right side. I feel like a puppy right now, where like I'm seeing all these things going on at once, and it makes me look like I have extreme ADHD.
Completely overwhelmed by the situation. Actually, that castle is falling. Another comeback here on the water by Gray. Very nice. Just a back and forth all over the game. I'm really looking forward to see those statistics soon in the end.
A very good combo from Saracen player. Cannon Galleons and demos and elite Cannon Galleons. Very nice.
Another defensive castle drop here by Gray.
Yep.
Oh boy. 15,000 wood in the bank and 10,000 food for red here at the moment.
Oh yeah, red's chilling.
No giving up for him anytime soon.
And so is gray, which is really rough. They can always abuse the market for that. But
I think the market price is actually quite high at this point.
Maybe it's just
190 to buy.
Misunderstanding in the rules, but I'm surprised Blue's not like, hey, can you just like sling me like 2?
No, that's mine.
But it's interesting to see because we all know Malian wood buildings for wood are cheaper. So this could have been like a snowball effect that we're seeing.
I mean, Red never invested that hard into Navy as Blue or Green did.
That is true, but
So
the
overall,
amount of
he
times
mainly
he landed
focused
as
on.
well, you know.
Yes, he did, but then he always focused on his cavalry units actually, and so
Yeah,
he
that's true.
never
In the
went
beginning,
for
it was archers, but it wasn't that many as how many
exactly.
troops in it.
So overall, there was hundreds and hundreds of archers and ships he actually never produced. So he saved a lot of
Yeah,
gold,
that's true.
a lot
And
of wood
he
here.
has made a good number of fire ships now, but I'm it's not as extreme as the others. I do agree.
Yes.
Oh no, oh no. Gray just gave up a whole bunch of elite cannon galleons to miss micro
Yeah.
there.
Green, however, pushing back on his side again. Just one or two cannon galleons here, get that castle down, and you can simply push through their island, get that
Mameluke's
monastery
getting
down, get
sniped
into
by
the trade. That
Trebs.
would be
This
so
is too
strong.
funny. Alright. There we go. You know what's insane?
I like how Pac-Man is actually forced into buying all of that wood for 250 gold instead of just asking Zedai, hey, I know you have 16k of wood here in your bank. Can you maybe, sling some? No, can't. It's mine.
I think it's crazy that green still has wood to chop. I mean, technically, so does blue. Not blue. So does
Gray here, yes.
gray. Yeah,
if it wouldn't
but
be
red and blue are actually taking it.
Mhm.
They're stealing it underneath his nose.
Yes.
It's like, ha! Fuck it.
And there are the bombard galleons by Gray again, who could technically easily clean up that castle here if they wanted to.
I think I just would like to say, like, the whole time casting these games, I thought, Michi would be like the game that's lasting this long, but I have been so wrong. Islands is the one I gotta watch out for, the dark horse.
You know how I actually
Dark
wanted to
horse.
do a short streaming day today, since I've been up for 18 hours already. Kind of wanted to go to bed a bit earlier today. No. They didn't want me
Joke's
to.
on you, buddy.
Card Cap said no.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh no.
More and more castles falling there. For both of the players.
Oh my god, the castle's on 89 HP. No joke, 89 HP, and okay, now it goes down.
It's gone.
Alright,
Both of
that
them.
Treb finally snipes it. I thought the Trebs were gonna go down, but that one Treb is the hero in this matter right now. Trying desperately to clean up that, the buildings. So forget about the military they've done on the right
Oh,
side.
Blue, you're losing so many fast fire ships to that castle. I mean, it doesn't matter that much anymore at this stage. But still,
Yeah.
nothing you want to waste like that.
But so scratch the fact that there's been so much military and eco damage done on the right side of this map, right? Just the fact that red and blue has taken so much wood in and of itself is insane. All that wood for them is fantastic. In fact, at one point I saw red go down to around 15,000 wood. He's back up to 16,000. Absolutely insane. Oh, the castle goes down on the left, and green is in a bit of trouble over there.
70
Oh my lord.
trees left in total, so 7,000 would they still have to chop. And yeah, it's about to run out. It will be tough for all of the players. I mean, especially here
Oh
for Green and Gray here, who have a lack of
demo
resources.
shots
Lack
for
of resources here.
green, taking out
Ooh, I
Red's
missed that
fire
one.
ship saving green. But I was afraid of Red's castle in his own base being bombarded down, but Red came along and snuffed that out real quick. It's a complete mess. To think that the right side of this island was the home of Grey.
Dude, this is the
now-
longest Team Island game I have ever seen, I think. Like, no
I'm waiting
resources
for
for the
20 more
past
minutes,
20
and
minutes.
then
or
it'll
so.
be a new record for me.
Dude, this is insane. And I mean, it's still head to head. Look at the score. It's still so even. The only difference we currently have is a massive amount of wood for the Blabgardi Malian player.
I mean, green is kind of carrying Grey hard right now. But to be fair, there's been a whole bunch of different
Yes,
things
I mean,
that happened.
currently I would say Green would be the MVP here so far. I mean, he won water for himself twice. I mean, he got some help of the Saracen, but he had the biggest impact there with all of those sneaky dogs on his castle in the earlier game.
Yes, I agree.
Had so much stuff
Cavalier
on his
for the
own
Khmer player
island.
and Ballista
Raided earlier.
Elephant.
Ooh,
What is
elephants.
this? Nietzsche?
Nice. Okay, champion and the infantry armor for Grey. Interesting. For Saracens, Serf, I mean, he still has the most gold in all of the games, so yeah, going for that is probably not the worst thing he could do.
Why do I feel like in this game, the opponents like looked at their tech tree and be like, all right, so how can I make it seem like I'm a different civ now?
And still lost Grey fast fire ship in the back of red space for 1.5 hours now. Very nice.
Yeah. I actually thought those Cavalier were gonna do a lot worse because the amount of pikes were here, but not that bad. I mean, not to forget. I mean,
Another
people
castle
think,
coming
when they
up
think
again
Malians, they
for
think infantry, but they
Grey
don't
this
even
time,
get
alright.
help. So
And that wood is now more or less almost out. 12 straggler
the
trees
right
we
or
have
the
left
left?
around
Oh,
here on
yeah,
the right side.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
also
yeah.
the left, it's also gone there fully.
Left is gone completely. Yeah. But
Yes.
There's just like there's a
I think
couple
that's the
trees on the
first
bottom
time on Team
still
Islands
being
I've seen that
chopped,
there's
but yeah.
no resources at all anymore. I mean, we still have some fish that could technically be taken for free, but no more stone, no more
It's now
goals, no
fish
more.
tycoon, man.
What is this?
RIP for the global warming and
100
deforestation.
wood for 422 gold. Yeah, really struggling now here.
Red to himself is like, see, you guys thought that we were playing a quick islands game, but you guys are the losers. I'm here sitting on 13,000 wood, while you guys are struggling over there. Now you're gonna ask me for some trivia.
Is there somewhere straggler tree? It's worth 500 gold. Yeah, right. Very true at this point.
And the fact that red has so much res in gold as well, it's insane. Farimba camels versus Saracen two-handers with almost no upgrades. They only have the 2 armor and 1 attack. Against also
Third armor
fully
coming in, however.
upgraded champ skulls. Oh boy. Go Ballista Elephant. Make yourself known. Oh no. Oh boy. Poor Ballista Elephant's like, there's too many mice around me. Oh man. This is such an insane game. How is this? Oh no, Mr. Micro from Red sent a bombard cannon forward and absolutely got wiped. Jesus. I'm gonna have to start a import and export fund to other maps to ask for wood at this point.
Imagine Portuguese now. Nice for the
They'll
retail
have
around
a
the island.
museum, the last seedling in the whole entire. Oh man, these poor villagers
100 wood
without
for
any jobs in the top
439
left. Of the, not
gold.
top left, but the
I mean, yeah, at this
in
point you
green
probably
space.
just want to have 100 trade cards.
Yeah, just
And
delete the
delete all
villagers.
of your villagers because wait, what do you need them for anymore? Like you don't have to delete them. You can just send them into battle, like research
Yep.
zappers, and then get as many buildings down as you can. So
Yep.
wood is really worth a lot of stuff now.
Yep.
But yes.
I think Blue's done a
13
good
villages,
job with
62,
the trade, to be
65.
honest. He also has a couple of trade cogs as well. I know those are probably unintentional, but still.
Who has water control? I think none of the players really do. They just have their ship around the map here currently.
They're doing a day's
Mhm.
a piece on Navy because of
I
all
think
the
exactly. I think
admirals
green is
they've
too
lost.
scared to attack blue here because of the castle in the back here that defends him, and also it's quite hard for them to go around the island on the right side. So they
We
are in a
might see a
tough
push from blue
position
now.
here.
Oh, green's doing a smart idea. You see this? Using all the idle villagers to take all the shorefish. That's not a bad idea. Although they're about to be smoking villagers right now.
The trade cock.
Fast hardship.
No, wait, it survived 1 HP. Alright, there we see the engage now.
Miss Micro from blue gave up his elite cannon galleon. Apparently,
Oh,
he doesn't need it.
green. Use them. Don't waste them. Okay.
Very good job from
445
Gray and
gold.
Green though. I thought they were in a lot of trouble, but they completely cleaned up the buildings from Red. That kind of hurts me in the sense that the amount of res Red has held this whole entire time, and still hasn't been able to push the others. It's crazy. But then again, they're starting to get some more eco as well.
Portuguese would have been lovely on this map. Oh yeah, infinite
Oh yeah,
resources for
100%.
days.
That's why some people pick
Oh
it.
boy,
because
so
they get
many cavalier. That's amazing. Like honestly,
All right, the last tile of gold.
they actually have the
Stark in
lead here
Green's
now.
face.
It's really impressive what Green managed to do that game.
Yeah, just put him in a transport ship to run straight into a demo. You know that's.
And it's gone.
All right, but funny enough,
Scarlet, man.
Green is
Holy shit.
about to finish up his last gold pile in right next to the farm that's on fire in the middle of the base. It's, only got
Portuguese,
100
Italians,
gold
and
left.
Vikings being banned. Alright, thank you for the insight here. We didn't know about the Civ bans. That's
Yeah,
very
those are
nice to
some
know.
really solid civs on the water map, so that makes sense.
Another transport ship with a lot of light cavalry for Red coming in here.
Can I just mention that this is the quietest this has ever been in this game? There's no explosions, no fight. I think this is in terms of 100 Years War, this is the day of peace for just a couple seconds.
529 gold. they just asked in the chat if they could call it a draw. Are we in for a 50-hour game? Actually, no, that's currently
Oh, God.
Roomstock's job.
Yeah,
If
that's
you've
not even-
seen
yeah,
his
exactly.
his stream, he's in for like 50 hours for now into his
I
game.
got asked to cast the Rubenstock game the other
Holy
day.
shit.
I'm like, I'm sorry, but if you
I
would
mean,
love
even
to do that
Roomstock
to
is
yourself,
not. Even Roomstock is not watching his game anymore. He's been AFK for
Yeah.
12 hours by now and actually managed to have a viewer peak. Like, just imagine going for a nap and when you wake up 8 hours later, a very long nap, say, oh, I never had that many viewers. Nice. Okay, blue marking the left corner here, so he got something planned. Probably either be a landing or he has this elite canyon galleon, so potentially could take down DauT Castle.
oh my
or just
lord, did
planning
you
to
see how many
engage here.
demos just cleaned up over there?
No,
Oh,
I
on the
missed
right
it.
side,
Oh
those
no,
huge demo shots.
that's unfortunate.
And it was funny because Green was loading up his transport ships and immediately ejected all of this Cavalier when he saw the amount of red demos he saw. But, you know, a lot of demos and a lot of fire ships went down.
549 gold.
Imagine. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This is stupid from the red player. He's making war galleys. They do not get galleon mullions. So, not really. Maybe it was a misclick.
Like,
or...
still, we haven't seen that land nomad game. But
Oh,
this is so
great
far.
throwing away some elite cannon galleons, man. Sorry
This
for
is so
interjecting.
far the most head-to-head game we saw in that tournament. It's so fucking close, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Even if there's not much action going on, it's really really exciting to see two teams who are just
I mean, the little
having
pause that we're
the
having
same
now
amount
is
of skill
fine.
there, and it takes so super long for them to actually decide the winner of the group stage here.
We're it's giving my jaw a rest, so it's fine.
Green and Craigie actually still in the score lead. That's really impressive here. 279
Yeah, I mean,
population is
not expect
274 population.
The castle's going down for Gray from the navy. A lot of hostile raids coming in on the trade. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with.
664 goals, 672. Oh boy.
An underrated thing that green and blue have done, that people tend to forget, is collecting those relics is very smart.
A lot of heavy demolition rafts coming out here for red on the right side.
Oh boy.
Oh no, don't lose those gem cards, please. Not gem cards, your champions here. The Saracen champions.
Right,
We
right.
have heavy
The
demolition
two-handers,
rafts.
yeah, just walking them
come
into
on,
the fires.
it's happening, it's happening. Bada boom!
Oh my lord!
Nice.
You saved
See ya.
the elite cannon galleon.
Very nice. Green
Another
trying to get another castle up here. Actually, yeah, I mean Saracen, sorry.
score
Gray
flop, man.
trying to protect the right corner here. A way more heavy demolition
More
ship
hostile.
coming out. And
Oh, demo this
imagine
Cavalier,
those
please.
60 Cavaliers of Green coming over to the other side. Or 57 in total, yeah. Coming to the other side, and he could kill all of the trade, and it would be game within a second. Like, of course, he would have the need to actually get the transport ship over, and it would be very risky
Yeah,
to do that.
there's a lot of demos, but I
mhm.
think you should do a lot of
It's like 15 tiles he has to
bait
go over.
transport
You have
ships,
the
like-
15% faster speed on your transport ship, and it would probably be game for you. There are only 4 castles in total on the very left side and the very right side of the island. So you would be able to do so freaking much damage to your opponent.
Red about to experience his war galleys die with the castles
Sold
gonna
100
come
food
up
for
if he tries to come back
190
over there on the
goals.
right side. So we were seeing a lot of idle villagers. I think what they could do is
Most of them actually got
make a
deleted
lot of
already.
transport ships, fill a lot of transport ships, and use them as a debate transport ships, right? And then fill the others with cavalier, and then go over to the middle and try your best to try and land. Because just defending the whole time is gonna get you nowhere, especially if you keep throwing your cavalier into demos and fire ships. That's probably not the best thing you want to do.
Yes. Ooh, okay, we see the cannon galleons over here for it. A lot of them actually getting that first Grey castle down.
That's
Green-
a lot
really-
of demo ships as well.
Green transport ship coming out there. Okay, he only has to get them in the middle now, trying to get over, and they could win that game. Before those cannon galleons of both of the players, blue and red, here actually take control over the island of them again and cleaning all of the buildings on the coastline there.
They've got a lot of like random idle treasure ships in the middle of their island. What they could try and do also is help defend their castles and use them to try and snipe some of the ships and stuff.
Okay, Saracen fully out of stone here now. No chance for him to repair that castle anymore. That will be gone here in a second.
I think the
Transport ship are actually
difference-
prepared for Green, but there's no way for him currently to actually manage to get over to the other
No,
side.
there's
He's still
so many
trying it,
demos
however.
over there.
3 transport ship. All of his cavalier. It's an all in or nothing here at this point for him.
Yeah, the castle goes down as well. I would look, if you don't have enough to make military units, use some wood and chuck a bunch of debate things in there, like villagers or useless military you're not going to use. In some transport ships. Send the transport ships over to somewhere that looks very tantalizing and then go for it. Oh no, please don't. There's so many demos over there. No, 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 please don't. No, 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 oh my god, no, is it just passing? Oh my god. Oh no, oh please. Oh no, oh no.
He's splitting those up. That's nice. Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
no. Just go to the
Oh,
dock. Unload him.
oh no!
Okay, he's splitting them up. That's nice. Oh, that
Oh, he's
like
lost
it's
one
so
man.
many thousand of resources worth of those.
Alright, so he's chucked a couple
Okay,
of them down
one
there.
managed to go over. Don't lose
Oh
that,
no,
please.
and the
12
other one
HP
goes
and it's
down.
gone.
Okay.
Oh no.
He lost so many Cavalier then. At least he got a couple of them down. Cleared a couple of
100
those
wood for
Halbs down.
698 gold.
Gonna have to see a bunch of Byzantine Halb spam over this side, but Byzantines have no wood. That's gonna be hard. In fact, actually, look at the wood of red.
619. Yeah, it's
That's a huge
16,000
difference than when we
a
saw.
couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's actually. I think red going war galleys was a really bad misplay in my opinion, because that's the most that they can do with them, and it's just kind of
Don't
a
go for the
useless
lumber
unit.
camp, Green. That doesn't matter too much at this point. Like, just getting all of the trade. We do have some halberdiers, I think, who are currently getting over there to clean up those paladins, or cavalier rather.
Yeah.
But even though it's only 16 cavaliers, like only parts of his army, of the
We're
main army he
seeing,
lost earlier, it could have such a big impact on the outcome of the game.
We're seeing red fire ships in the back, even a trade cog, another press, I guess, but cleaning up some Saracen markets in the bottom of the trade.
Monk
Very
defense would
interesting.
be the best now. Totally agree. They have the monastery up. It's the easiest resource they have access to. Fuck, Upsakers wood. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
they still have
exactly.
that on
No,
the
I said,
island here. But monks are the
oh,
trash
okay.
units right now. GG.
Oh boy.
Wait,
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
who of
say
them?
that they're running out.
Okay. it was so close, but yeah, I can get that.
Oh boy.
And all of those bombard Italians currently cleaning up that island there, the coastline.
Oh my
And
god.
holy shit, 2-hour and 6-minute game, no resources for the past 30
I'm
minutes.
freaking mentally exhausted. I didn't even play this game, bro.
Dude.
What I was gonna say earlier is that I saw a transport ship of reds in the top right, full of villagers, and I was thinking it was gonna try and land again, but then I also saw the fire ships from Gray maybe trying to snipe that because they were idle over there for the whole time. Maybe that was like an accidental deny. But holy smokes, man, so many different things. I think once the Cavalier died, like you said, I mean they got a lot of good trade kills, but just wasn't enough. The biggest difference I see here is that even though it was a lot of back and forth wins on water, and they did both do damage to each other early with the landings, most of the game it was huge pressure on green and gray's island. Blue and red
Yes.
for a huge portion of the game had basically a map with free like it was basically a peaceful island. There was no actual real terrorizing moments apart from sometimes there was a couple of docks being attacked or buildings being destroyed from ships, but it wasn't like to the degree of where they had tons of cannon galleons and all that jazz. I feel like a lot of that game, green and gray had to defend themselves while also planning of a counterattack, while red and blue were doing a lot of damage. And
Yes.
before I forget, holy demo ships, man. I think you have satisfied my demo ship need for a long time. I said it like a couple days ago when we were
I
casting
mean,
together.
I think we
I
would have
said I
enough
wish to
content
see
for a
some demos.
10-hour demo compilation here in a 2-hour
Yeah,
game
oh
only.
yeah, 100%. Oh my lord. The amount of like we're just like, oh, that's a huge mass of ships, and then oh, 5 or 6 heavy
And
demos,
it's
and
gone.
then the army is gone. Poor Navy, oh man. We went through so many sailor people. I'm not
I really
surprised that
did
there'd
not
be
expect to see a game like this during the tournament. That
no.
was really impressive, and
No, I do not.
I just love the fact of how close the skill level of those two teams are, and how close
Oh
the
yeah,
two games
100%.
were in the end. The Four Lakes game and the Team Island game. We actually managed to cast since we didn't, unfortunately, didn't get access to the Land Nomad game.
Hmm. For universities, there was no wood that books were a luxury. They had to start writing on rocks like the good old days.
1046 kills for the Khmer player.
That's ridiculous.
582 least units killed for the Saracen player, which is still a huge amount.
Mm-hmm. We have so I looked at
75,000
the
gold.
yeah, I
It's
looked at the market.
insane.
Um, the Saracen player bought 12k resources and sold 1,700.
Mhm.
The Khmer player bought 4,000 and sold 5,700.
The price actually is currently
Blue and
715
red
forward.
bought blue bought 800 almost 9,000 resources, sold 16,700, and red bought almost 7,000 and sold 10,500.
That's insane.
Holy smoke. Oh my god. Fun in someone else's game, are they? Oh my lord. And the trade profit and all that jazz. Holy smokes. Absolutely insane game. Oh my lord. I've had our fair share of water map now, haven't we now? Stark.
Dude, I honestly don't have any more words about that game. That was just... I did not expect any game like this here, and it's incredible how long a game can actually last
We
on this
fought
map.
4 times,
30
it was
minutes without any
finished, and then it
resources.
didn't.
That's insane.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Absolutely legendary game.
That could really be a competition to Rubenstock.
The army high for red was 69. Nice. The highest was green with 93. Oh boy. I love it.
Do you have any more things to say about the Team Island map?
That I hope we don't see another 2-hour game like this again. No, it was really fun to watch. I enjoyed it a lot. But oh man, it really, I had the work cut out for me this time, man. There was so much going on at such a long time. I heard dying horses, dying villagers, dying archers, explosions, fire, everything popping off, cannon fires. It was like, oh my god, it was ridiculous. Oh, it was like I had to be in 4 places at once. I had to look at the corners of the islands, the 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 middle, actually 5 places, because we had to look at the middle as well of the water, like basically the parting of the 2 islands where the water is, and then the side parts of the water as well. Was big parts to watch. It was an absolutely insane game, and oh man, I don't know how you played this game, because just casting it took a lot out of me. So kudos to you guys.
All right. Next game, we would now have Third Division, Group A, Flaming Arrows versus Not Real Athletes, and the first game would be played on Mountain Range. Let me actually take a quick look if we do have the Civ bands for this one.
All right.
Replace draft, yes. All right. So the civilizations that got banned during this game are Mongols, Burgundians, Spanish, and Britons. So, Not Real Athletes probably did some research on Zislin's profile, immediately saw, oh, he's a Mongol-only player. Let's ban. It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
And there we go. We do have first map Mountain Range, and I would load up the game.
All right. I had a look at the second map, so that might be a disappointment, depending on if D screws us over, just as up. But the
Oh, no.
first map is gonna be a fun one to look at. So I'm gonna load up Mountain Range right now. But yeah, if you could kind of guess it, the last map is land.
Land nomad, yeah. All right. I'm 3 seconds into the game. Are you ready?
Yes, go ahead, play that.
Vamos.
All right, I will. If you don't mind, I don't mind kicking us off here. I'm looking at blue right now. Blue is actually a very good sit for this map. We've seen a lot of Lithuanian picks for these types of maps and the styles, because their economy in the beginning is fantastic. Everyone knows that they get quite a lot of food in the beginning. and it really helps kickstart your TC production time. If you idle a TC as Lithuanians, I think you're doing it wrong, and that's coming from me, the Mister I have no macro. But
Nice
yeah, no,
Ilex push
it's
already coming in for blue here.
Exactly. He's getting that food he wants to make sure he's producing. I'm having a quick mental note, making sure to see where all the relics are, because obviously in the middle of the map, it's gonna be a very big thing to look for as the Lithuanian player, because you really want to see those extra attack knights or lighters for that matter in this game, because it will definitely help you against the players that you're going against. Now over here in purple, pink, whatever you want to call it, that color that I kind of despise, is the Vietnamese player. Now he has a sneaky bonus that helps his allies and himself know exactly where they are. I mean, in this map, if you don't know where they are, then you clearly have not played this map, because they're always going to be on the other side of that mountain, but at least you get to know exactly a pinpoint location where the town centers are, so you don't pull a Baradin and run it right into the town center.
That's a very
I
early
mean, I'm
loot
guilty of that
for
too,
red
to be
here.
honest, but
Is there a plan behind this? That's actually interesting.
another good shout out that Vietnamese have is obviously they get the cheaper eco upgrades, so they don't have to spend as much
No wood
resources
at
that they
all,
can use.
exactly. I
Yeah.
don't get Vietnamese on this map, but maybe there's a secret plan behind it.
Yeah,
We
I
will
mean,
see
they
if
do
they...
get decent stables, like, because they have use for elephants as well. You could go knights into elephants.
They have bloodlines, they have husbandry, elite battle elephant, and obviously the unique tech battle elephants plus 100 HP. So maybe
And
we do some chonka action actually here. Welcome back,
they
Sizzler.
also do, like, this is sly. Not many people realize this, but they actually get decent CA.
That is actually true.
They get a higher HP CA because all their range units get a bonus for HP.
Yes.
So
I mean,
it's like a weaker version of the Turks' unique tech, but you don't have to research for it. So it's definitely an interesting idea to maybe we might see that, and then he transitions into, I don't know, like forward ranges.
I mean, we
Imperial
have
Skirm,
bracer, we have ring archer armor. We do have the plate barring armor, if I'm not mistaken, which are just super strong on those chunkers. The only thing they are missing in the blacksmith is the blast furnace. Exactly.
Yeah.
They do have bombard cannon, they have the elite battle elephant, they have the strong cavalry archer with bloodlines, husbandry. So yeah, overall pretty strong. Have the thumb ring. I think they are lacking the Parthian tactics, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they don't get Parthian tactics, but you could definitely see maybe a scout into CA from them transition into Rattans. They're decently quick on their feet.
Yes.
Definitely we'll see Imperial Skirm if it goes down to the wire, because I'm seeing as the Civ matchups on the other side, it's probably gonna have to counter something other that's down the line with some range unit, because if they both go stable units, that'll be a bit interesting.
Imagine the Imperial skirmishers will have the Lithuanian plus 2 pierce armor. That would be really strong. But yes, cavalry is fine, but why Lithuanian? And I mean, you can go for the Paladin slash Wing Tassar for Lithuanian and still have the possibility of Red Archers, you have the ARP, you have the Elite Battle Elephant, Cavalry Archer. I mean, you don't want to go for the Knights, I guess, in my opinion. That's exactly what you have the Lithuanian for. But overall, the Vietnamese are pretty much all around a civilization that have a strong economy bonus and also a very, nice tech tree overall.
We might even get to see this now. This is a stretch, a very big stretch, but we might see Tower Shield, fast-moving Skirm, but Imperial Lithuanian Skirm. New meta, folks. Super armored, fast-moving Imperial Skirms.
Alright, before we actually go to the action, let's try and finish the civilization as fast as possible here. We see currently Nerd playing as Mechia here. Obviously, they get get foraging, iron casting, and blast furnace for free. Interesting walls here for him. No team walls. I'm a little bit disappointed in Nerd here. I should know better. He played quite some games with us on this map before.
It's fine. He's gonna do his
indeed.
usual strategy.
They have the minus 15% scout cavalry line, which is very nice for all the attack in addition to that free foraging. But I don't see neither a barracks nor a stable for him up yet, so he probably decided for the boom here actually, which is strange since he still went up for 23 population here. There's the barracks coming. Alright. Few age soonish. Yeah, good night. Thanks for stopping by, mate.
Doing any aggression on this map with scouts.
Yes, and what you also could obviously do is just send a villager forward and kill all of those wolves in one strike. You do have this strong Mechia cavalry archer with +1 range and +1 attack as their unique tech, the recurve bow, and obviously also have the Mechia hussar, who are very nice as a raiding unit, which cost no gold. First scouts arriving here for Blue, for the Lithuanian.
Yeah, coming all the way over from the other side. So that tells me that Nerd already has a mortal enemy. I don't know what he did to piss him off, but good on you.
Alright, and last but not least, let's finish off here the green player Zislan up. Teammate of Nerd playing for Flaming Arrows here. He has the plus 50% food on his herdable units, so very nice for him to have those sheep there. And also, whenever he plays the new additional town centers, get some more food in addition. Having Thumb Ring and Path and Tactics for free. Scouts are in. What can Nerd react to this actually in time? And is it lagging for you as well, or is it only on my end?
Yeah, just a bit, yeah.
Okay, good to know. And also have the +2 line of sight on a cavalry archer as unique tech, and also
good quick
probably
wall in the back. Very sloppy not walling him behind because there's only 3 scouts, but
Nerd scouts also in on purple here. Could easily, much like Ian already saying it in the chat, could get some easy kills here on the wood line of purple.
He could have taken that. Oh well. Nerd getting away with a 4 HP villager from a scout. Very lucky indeed. They really need to try.
One more?
Maybe
Alright, and a very nice first 2 kills for Nerd here. More kills probably coming in. Oh, where is it? A snipe from? Oh, nice. Well played, Nerd here. Lagging a bit in game 2. Yeah, I expected that. Okay, wall's about to finish soonish for Nerd and Sislin here. And yeah, nice raiding by Nerd here, even though he's a little bit too late with that. 23 villagers up is a bit late. If you go for the scout rush, you usually want to go up 19 or 20 villagers latest. Maybe even 18
yeah, I think
if on certain civilizations.
A bit of a boomer, so I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Old boomer.
I'll let it slide if it comes off well. The thing that I don't like is
those are a lot of
he has
villagers.
Those like 2 villagers on the wood, and he has a spear standing next to the hole. Just go wall it in, so you don't have to worry about it. Just put a wall up there.
True. Or if your scouts go that direction, even a passage gate, but yeah, something you want definitely in there.
Yeah.
5 scouts for Nerd here now at the front, very nice. Could definitely get some more villager kills on 8 goals here if he does some nice micro and can avoid those spearmen.
I'm very surprised seeing that green went archers, walking all over the map, having
a lot of spearmen here in addition. Actually, a very nice move I would have not expected here by Sisland, adding in those spearmen to defend his archers for the scout cavalry of Blue. Very nice move here, well played by Zislan. And we see a castle age for Blue. He will be up first, and Zislan now currently going to Blue space, getting that fletching in. Let's see if he actually can do some more damage on Blue before he actually goes up.
Blue.
Nice.
There we go. The gold there in the back.
That's exactly what they need to do now in that position. Double on blue, disturb his economy as much as they can before he goes up. So
Oh, trying to quick wall in those scouts. Oh, that's the thing
nice
though. Like
try.
Magyar scouts, very annoying. The extra attack.
Come on, get that woman. No, he's
She
attacking the
is
other
the
villager.
luckiest woman ever. Even the man on the wood line is lucky as well.
Yeah, you probably want that on stand crown, so it only hits the villager you actually clicked on. So you probably want to deny that gold at that moment, because once you're up, what do you do with your castle age if you don't have any gold access? You can't make knights, you have two stables up, but yeah, what you can do?
More scouts in on purple's gold from Noob.
However,
from
2
Nerd.
spearmen and 6 archers there to defend that. So I don't think if you'll actually be able to get some kills here. Unfortunate for blue and purple, they aren't walled yet in that position, which they definitely want to be. And Nerd and Sisland definitely did a better job here. However, I would have loved the team wall here. Would have been way easier and also allowed them to trade at some point.
They were going for it and then haven't finished it.
Maybe, yes. I guess.
Because I mean, look at purple's as well. They did the similar thing. But I guess green. I feel like green and red did a very
7 villager kills
good
for
job
Nerd here. Very nice.
He's been harassing and annoying each wood line, even the gold. Very good job.
Knights coming out for blue. He could easily kill those archers of Sisland if you would just release those 2 right now. Or 4 even, yes. Yeah, there he goes. Nice.
Alright, we get +1 defense. Nice coming out. A lot of them.
And Nerd coming for that castle age. And second TC for blue, alright.
Very nice. Second town center for blue on that gold. Very smart.
Actually, between the gold and the stone.
Not
so
using these knights to try and
go for elitists at some point.
Units over here. Like ignore the spears, try and find the archers.
I mean, he could even kill those spears easily.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe get the forging, you would even have an easier time versus them. But yeah, you don't have to fear that engage. It's not that much bonus damage, not enough to
Oh, he has a monastery. He's got a monk coming out. There you go.
Oh, very nice Sisland, going for that stone wall here quite early. He knows that blue is already up, so those palisade walls won't do that much anymore.
Exactly, you don't want to rely on palisades in castle at all. They're just a 5-second little delay, but it's not, you know. They're more of like a notification thing for.
Yeah. Or obviously defending versus the few laser archers in the trash, but not more. Really good timing for Sisland here, in my opinion. He knows he can't do that much besides simple archer production, which he probably should do right now. Or never mind, he's switching to CA. I take that back. So yeah, not much sense
I was
for
gonna
him.
say, he has 4 ranges down right now.
Maybe even get a stable up then to get the husbandry and bloodlines instead of a 3rd range, but that's maybe on a personal note, so I don't know what's best here. And using the free time he currently has to get that stone wall up is probably a nice move. However, I guess you want to buy another 100 stone there in a second to get a second TC up, which are very useful for the Tatar here. Getting the 300 food of the sheep in addition for free.
So Nerd did a good amount of damage on
Fast relics coming in here for blue.
Pink. Still in feudal age, making a lot of archers. So now that their team is on castle age, they should really utilize that and try and use some castle age aggression. I also like from Nerd that he is also going a monastery, thinking about let me try and get these relics and make sure that the Lithuanian player does not get them so easily. He's obviously scouted out the fact that his knights have been patrolling some of the relics, and he has a couple scouts on each relic. Very nice indeed. Yeah, adding a monastery, snapping up those relics himself will really put a thorn in the side of the Lithuanians' plan. Now, they do have to watch themselves, though. We got a decent amount of knights coming forward from the Lithuanian player. Not too bad on oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say they're gonna not too bad timing on the attack, but okay, no, now they're going. They only have +1 defense, but really putting the pressure on is very good.
Castle
now you gotta remember,
finally coming up for purple here.
exactly. You gotta remember for these Lithuanian knights, if they get caught out by some Magyar knights, it's gonna be really tough without those upgrades, or at least any of the relics, because Magyars get those instant attack upgrades every time they age up, so that could be very big. Oh, nice quick wall from
Nerd in time.
Nerd,
Yes.
not letting him get inside his base, and those knights are not gonna dive those houses underneath the town center because they only have +1 defense. They just got the +1 attack recently, and they're halfway to getting up the second defense. But yeah, it's not looking too grand right now. Pink is almost in Castle Age. Blue is also getting raided by a couple of green archers on the wood line. I'm surprised he hasn't sent a couple of knights to deal with that. I think he will now. Yeah, very good indeed. Okay, here we go. We're seeing a fight on the mountain here. Some Lithuanian knights go down to some Magyar knights. They're attacking now, are they? Yeah,
Pretty
no,
much
fighting
the
downhill.
same
Up the
amount
relic,
of...
convert him. Oh no. Oh, he should have converted a knight. Oh, that's not a good fight for the Lithuanian player. Missing
I mean,
some
he has
upgrade.
the 2 relics at this point already, so the upgrades are only 1. Okay, so Nerd is actually even ahead in upgrades. However,
exactly.
that difference of the hill obviously makes a
He just
huge
got the
impact
second
in
armor in
that
during
kind of
that
fight here.
fight, I think, but the attack from Magyars is very
Another
very
stable
good.
coming up for Lithuanian, and second relic about to be in. At the moment, Sislin just taking his time here to chill a bit, going for a boom, since Nerd has pretty much everything under control and on 56 villagers already. And he started to produce those cav archer here now. Very nice. Does he have... Yes, Botkin, he has the first armor. Only thing he's lacking at this point is the ballistics, which would probably be too expensive for now to get the university.
We're seeing another town center for blue and another town center from well, not another town center, but just
Second one
an
there
extra
for
town
purple.
center from pink. A lot of relic guarding we're seeing from both sides. I think pink is should either A, do some aggression,
he probably
or B,
should go for
come
Nerd
back
to help
and
his
help
teammates.
blue.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he's doing a good job protecting that relic, but
it's not enough to do. I mean,
yeah,
like
exactly.
that's one extra attack on.
Yeah, and he has 2 relics already now.
On Lithuanian
so
is
what he
nice,
needs
but
is help.
not worth it. That's
It's +3 attack,
attention.
+2 defense, versus +2, +1. And then obviously he has to deal with all these Bodkin cav archers.
Ballistics coming up for
He is
purple.
missing ballistics. He does have bloodlines though. Ballistics coming in now.
There's the
but
university
all
for
in all,
elite, yes.
It's an awkward fight for blue. Okay, now we got some. This is what cav archers do not like. A big mass of crossbows. Though I feel like if he plays his hand right and utilizes the fact that he's fighting with a couple of red knights, maybe
I
they
think
can
you really
try
want to
and-
forward siege workshop at this point, getting down the monastery,
Yes,
getting down
I
the
agree.
stables, like even a single ram there. Okay, castle coming up for blue, defensive castle, and the third town center coming for purple. Maybe Nerd can actually deny that,
Very smart.
but yes, he's really behind. 45 villages is not that much, 73 in comparison to
Yeah, no.
to the other players, 73, 71, and 76. So pretty even there. Only purple, the only one behind here. Having some army on the field, however, not enough to deal with his
No,
opponents
I mean,
there.
purple has to deal with knights in his base now. They cleaned up those palisades real quick. And now he's coming back over. Oh no, 1 villager building a town center for purple. And these knights are gonna say, I'm
Quick
sorry, sir, but
wall.
no,
No, not
thank you. And they're gonna delete that
See ya.
foundation. Oh no, is he gonna get it? Oh no, they just deleted it. Okay. Yeah, no, that's pretty rough. That's a lot of CA as well.
25 at this point. However, Sislin currently only focusing on getting his economy up and probably focusing on getting to Imperial. Not too
Yeah,
late,
that's very
since
smart.
he stopped his production a while ago, getting for the stable, now getting for the bloodlines probably, bloodlines and husbandry. Or, wait, no, he has a stable already, he's actually going for a second one. Doing a tech switch maybe, not having any blacksmith upgrades yet, but probably preparing for
I know we're
the
seeing
for the
more
next stage here,
knights,
the monastery.
If If you were blue, would you add in some? Oh, got some moonwalking knights from Nerd. Anyway, would you add in some lights as well as knights?
I don't know. Probably not versus Cav Archer. No, I mean it's nice versus Nerds Knights.
Yeah,
But
that's
they
what I
would
mean.
struggle too much versus the CA, I think. So sticking to those Knights is probably for now the better decision. They can still switch in later game.
Jeez, how many town centers is blue going for? Oh no, green's base. He wasn't paying attention. His farms just got cleaned by the knights. Oh no.
Wait, green space?
Oh no. No, pink space just got
Ah,
cleaned.
purple.
Yeah, purple, pink, whatever you want to call it. That ugly color. No, yeah, his farms got decimated. He brought back the
I was
crossbow to
that
stop it.
woodline, man. That's nice to see.
Now he's dropping a castle.
Mhm.
He just doesn't garrison the town centers, and he costs so much eco from that. I want to double check how many.
Sisson will be
Yeah,
the
he's
first one to
lost
imperial
21
here.
villagers. That is really bad. Nerd has killed 28 villagers. Very good.
20,
So look at
28
this.
to 0 and 12 to 0. Not lost a single villager there for the
Yeah,
Flaming Arrow
exactly.
team.
I
Very
was
strong.
about to say something about that. That's really, really rough for blue and pinky, purple, whatever you call it. Very rough indeed. Because they have to really struggle to fight back. To get that. I mean, that makes more sense. Why? Blue has dropped 4 town centers. But you know, it's rough. Oh no, that is not a good fight. Very good micro from green. Blue's throwing a lot of knights here.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for him, yes.
I bet he's wishing he had more defense upgrades and attack upgrades right now.
Wait, let's check their resources. I think they are really, like, look at those amount of town centers. They are really far away from actually getting up to
Yeah.
Imperial Age there.
Well,
54
they're
food
trying
only.
to catch up from what they've lost. It's a
1200
bit
gold
late.
for purple here and 1600 gold, 1600 food for Sicily. He could go up to Imperial a second time, just to flex on his opponent at this point.
Exactly.
He could sting his
probably
opponent
gonna
up,
see
that would be
some
nice.
rack hands. Actually, no, we're not. We're just not producing at all of those. Instead, he's just going crossbow. But like you said, imp for the Tatar player, bracer, heavy CA, chemistry. He's getting the armor tech as well. These cavalry archers are gonna be a nightmare for blue. And I don't blame him, to be honest. Okay then. Well then, it looks like we didn't even need to see this imp in for Nerd either. They called GG. He was like, all right, I know what's coming. I don't want to see it.
Same amount of
I'm not
knights.
gonna give you the satisfaction of letting you get those upgrades. Only bracer came in.
Yeah,
And,
1.89,
GG was
1.83 kill death. That's really brutal for them. Actually, wait,
100%.
no. One building raised and
This is
knock
actually one of the faster
games on this map,
games.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen of this map
39 minutes. I mean,
for this tournament. I mean,
for this tournament, yes. Definitely right about that here. Well played by Flaming Arrows
I'm
here.
looking at the military stats right now, and we can kind of tell how it was going. Pink, red, and green all tied for 34 military high, and blue on 19. But look at the value, right? Look at the value. Knights are and CA are probably the most expensive out there, so therefore it's such a big difference, man. They're so far behind, and their vills as well. It's just and then I mean, to be, it's kind of crazy, right? So, you granted, Nerd is on 3 town centers. He was on 2 town centers for a decent amount of time. It was like, I guess, for the last like 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 15. He added the 3rd town center, and yet he had the Ville high by quite a margin. 113 villagers from Nerd, very good indeed. A poor pink man, 49 villager high, and then blue with 86.
Oh boy, poor guy.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a Royal Rumble beating, but you know, well Oh man, it was interesting. Very fun to watch.
Definitely,
Uh,
yes.
the funniest thing I think is the fact that Purple's probably like, all right, I needed to help defend against the CA. Blue's probably like, geez, the CA are annoying, but I guarantee you, up until they resigned, they didn't think about Nerd's army. And if you go to Nerd's base, the amount of knights he has, oh boy, and him
55 in
going up,
total yet, yes.
yeah, as soon as he goes to Imp, he'll get the instant attack upgrade
Hmm.
too, and then he'll
Yeah, the
get those
plus fun is there
stacks.
immediately, which is very nice indeed.
Yeah. So it's like dealing with an army of that size in blue space
Hmm.
is rough, but then once it's like they already knew it was coming, especially with the score from Nerd
Yeah.
that it was gonna
I mean, they
be
already got pretty much
very,
overwhelmed there by
yeah
by the military amount.
and again, it's due to the walling. Uh
Hmm.
you just have to
They weren't
decide: are you
close.
gonna wall
Neither one of them
yourself?
was close the entire game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you got to decide: are you gonna wall yourself, or are you gonna team wall?
Hmm.
And deciding to do neither is the worst thing you can do. Every time I've seen someone lose is down to the walling.
True, yes. You are right about that. It's really essential on this map on Mountain Range to go for a
I
team
mean,
wall.
I'll be honest. The first time I played this map, I I I got punished hard for it.
Hmm.
Uh,
I remember that one. Sylphet had to carry the shit out of us there.
I don't know why it plagues my mind, man. Uh,
Alright, I just opened the land nomad game. Maybe we will have actually some luck and get into the game, but
Maybe,
to
hopefully,
be
I'm
honest,
crossing my fingers,
oh
crossing my
yes.
toes as well, just in case.
It might help. I'm 3 seconds in, and whenever you're ready, we can try our best to actually get a nice game going here. And maybe,
All right,
maybe
I'm
the
opening it
e-gods
up
won't
the
leave us
capture
alone.
page now. All right, go for it. I am in
Vamos,
5 seconds.
14 already.
Okay, very cool. I'll catch up. It's fine. All right. So, we have in Ziblu Franks, a classic civ that you would picture a good food eco with. There's a catch here on this map though. Usually when you picture Franks, you picture farms and berries, but there are no berries on this map, so they're gonna have to utilize the cows, the deer, and the boars.
Mhm.
Granted that they get the free farm upgrades, so later on they will really capitalize on that. So they're a very good, well-rounded civ. You don't have to think too hard when it
Mhm.
comes across with eco for them. It'll be interesting to see how heavy on food they
I
go.
really dislike Blue's TC decision here. Only gold and stone next to it, no wood close to it. And also
Hey
Sizzling
man,
Up was really late with 1 minute and 19 seconds to actually drop his
it's
TC
Franks,
there.
man. Maybe he wants that stone for the cheap castle
Yes,
for
however,
Franks, no, but,
it's really
and then he's
most
not gonna have any
important
wood,
to have
you
that
know?
wood
Yeah.
line. And also for Sizzling, it's always most important to not waste any time on that TCs. Like if you drop your TC at
Yeah.
1 minute 19, your opponents will be at 3 villagers already. So the
Yeah.
first wood
Exactly.
line you see, you drop your TC.
Uh-huh.
And if you have a stone or a gold there, it's a nice bonus addition. But
Well, I
the wood
think
is really the most important here.
Uh, I think Pink is doing a better job of that.
Hmm.
His TC was down decently quick on that wood line, and it's
Even
not
Nerd, who
too.
built his TC with one villager only, just got up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm interested to see Ethiopians on this map. Usually we see a lot of Cav civs
Wait,
on this
2
map.
houses immediately. Interesting. So the first
But
thing you want
yeah,
to do now is probably what do you see here?
you want to go for food. It's not
Yes,
like
he found
it's
that
not
board.
very
That's
regular.
the first thing you want to do at this point.
Yeah, yeah. He's like playing it like it's a regular nomad game. He went on wood immediately, which
Oh,
is
don't
very.
take those deer. Yeah, what do you need the wood for? There's no
Yeah.
dog you have to keep running at this map, so you really just want to
At
go up
least
here.
the bonus from Ethiopians is a little bit more adaptive because every time you go up, you get some juicy res.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, the
Also,
start from him
outposts
is
are
really fun.
really important on a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nomadic start. So that's
I
definitely a
agree.
nice civ bonus with the extra line of sight here. Nice team bonus you
I
have.
agree with that too. Uh, yeah, so we're definitely going to see some crossbows here. Free pikes are nice, especially if you're going against cav players themselves. But again, it's an interesting civ pick. We might even, maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe we'll see some siege. For what Ethiopians are good at. But
Yes.
I've just had a quick little peer at the other players' civs, and it's not a double cav choice as well. Granted, the Italians have more of a diverse tech tree,
Loom
but
coming for Sicily.
it's not like it's not an exact replica of a big cav civ. So it's surprising. It's
Okay,
interesting.
he's getting that one. That's also very nice.
Would you be alright if I talk about the other civs as well? Or?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Awesome. All right.
I
So
was talking.
red, nerd. As I was speaking with Italians, it's funny. This civ on paper sounds very badass, but they're not. In game, they're not very strong. It's because they don't really have a predominant eco bonus. I feel that's really big for civs these days. But all their side bonuses they get are very nice. For example, cheap uptime. I mean, not cheap up, but like cheap click up ability for the
15%
AH
cheaper, exactly.
very,
Yes, to click up to the
very
next
nice,
stage.
very useful. They get a very well diverse tech tree, as I was saying before. Got all the blacksmith upgrades. The only upgrade they're missing is obviously they don't get paladin, but they do not get halb. I think partly because they already have an anti-cav unit, the Genovese crossbowman, their unique unit, does a very large amount of bonus damage to cavalry. And obviously, if you look at their stable, they've got a very solid stable with all the upgrades. They get Cavalier, they get Hussar. Very nice to use them in late game as well. And if you're talking about late game, they might even get the chance to use some cheaper gunpowder, such as
To
BBC.
actually come back to that statement you said earlier about them not really having a eco bonus, I actually do have to agree with Nerdy. Actually, the cheaper clicking up is kind of their
Yeah, it is.
eco bonus. They are able to get their normal eco bonuses, their normal eco upgrades in earlier. They have the cheaper trade. They do have the cheaper fishing ship on a hybrid map, and also
Yeah,
they have
but
the
this isn't a
dock and
hybrid
uniform.
map.
Yes, however, it's an eco bonus you kind of have. So they are, for all of the situations, they usually have an addition.
Yeah.
Like not one straight up eco bonus like kills to just chop faster or the wood, but some eco bonus here, some eco bonus there that adds up.
I mean, it helps. I'm not saying there's nothing there. I just said it's not a predominant eco bonus
That's
like
true,
other
yes.
civs you'll see. So it's like if you were to pick lifts, for example, or Mongols, would you say their eco bonus is stronger? I would definitely say their eco bonus would be stronger. Italians is a very well versed civ, but they're not a civ that you would really label as an eco strong civ. They have a diverse civ that has many different bonuses that help them out. But cheap uptime is very nice. Cheap up to feudal age to castle age to imp is very nice, and they can really use that. Especially, it's very nice when you're going archers with them, because then you could go archer siege and get
Yes.
that quick chemistry and BBC. It very helps immensely. So yeah.
I am actually surprised by purple here a little bit. I mean, it's their home map. They should know how to play it if they picked it as their home map. They are also the lower seeded team, I think. So they had the very first map. Just some chat action going on, dude. I'm horny as fuck. Thank you for letting me know. So it's their home map. It's the very first map they picked. However, he is currently only on 18 villagers and the only one who hasn't clicked up yet. And actually, let's check his food. 423. Getting his other boar in here currently, and only having one hunter. So it looks like he barely has any experience on that map, to be honest.
Green, looking over on him, since we talked a lot about Italians, Huns is an interesting one as well. I think they're actually very well versed on this map. Granted, they do lack some wood in the beginning, but their bonus with no houses actually, I think, is a very nice thing to get here. There's so much food on this map that you can just keep spamming up vills and not worrying about being housed.
Lou just found note here. Good to know.
Oh, nice. Very nice indeed. That's cool. But you know, we can definitely see either or Paladin line or I mean Knight line or CA. I definitely think they're probably gonna go for Knights because, as I said, Talons is more a predominant archer player type Civ. But late game they can always go into their stable if they need to, especially Hussar for raiding, and Huns can help that with their 20%.
Purple just clicked up here, very late, and also a lot of idle villages he has around here.
Yeah, I think it's just the inexperience or the skill level showing. I think
maybe.
It's not,
However, Blue on the other hand already going up to a castle edge here, preparing his barracks and probably getting a stable up.
Weird positioning of the market and blacks, but maybe just the wall in the wood line if they need to. But as you can see,
maybe
a very nice
I mean, he actually would have a
Frank's
very
ego
easy
here.
time for him to wall in a big area, considering those two big woodlands he has at his
Exactly,
side
just
there.
use the wall to the woodlines and he's done. Granted, there are holes on either side, but it's not horrible. But that is I've said before. There are very risky double-edged sword strategy where you wall yourself in, make yourself a fortress, and then that subconsciously gives up map control, and then you basically trap yourself when there's pushing going on, and you don't want to be
Placement
a
market
person with
also
less
for
resources.
purple here.
Interesting. So he's got. So everyone's been doing an FC. Not much.
Actually,
Theodore
no,
aggression.
Sislin is not. He's actually going for scouts, which is very nice. Don't know.
Alright,
I mean, he
double
could still
stable,
have an impact on purple here, who is still not mining any gold yet. So not that close to castle age, even though he technically has the food. So if early stone walls, that's an interesting move. So he's at least able to get some map knowledge here, knows where his opponents are, hopefully. And there he just scouted. Oh, he's just... Snipe farm? No. Close one. One.
There we go.
Ah, one. Okay, nice. Second TC coming up for blue here. And yeah, there's the gold coming up for purple.
I think Franks are gonna have a really hard time against Italians later in the game. We've got a knight out already for the Franks player, but later on it's gonna be rough. Oh no, please don't tell me. Okay, good.
I'm curious what nerd will go for Italians. Will you go for the Guineas crossbowman? I mean, doesn't have anyone on... Oh yeah,
go
a
either
lot of
or.
stone here.
In Castle Age, they could go
There's the
stable,
Botkin
they
arrow,
could go
there's the
range, but
first
they
padded armor.
definitely will go
He's
stable.
going
I
for
meant
the
range,
Guineas
range.
crossbowman. What else? I don't know, man. You tell me.
It's a very well versed Civ, but if we've got paired with the Huns, I would definitely
Castle
see
Age
a
coming for
range
purple
from
now.
Knight badgering the eco is always a pain in the ass to deal with, but no upgrades, only bonus of HP, and that Knight looks like his HP is going down very fast. Okay, very good. Quick walls coming in for Nerd, very nice.
However, he won't be able to pull off an aggressive castle drop anymore. That castle will have to be a defensive. And he's currently on
Okay, so we're gonna
650
see some
stone, so
Genos.
exactly
The castle
that.
drop is coming
Yes.
down. Very ballsy right next to the Knight.
Come on, wall him in. No! You could have dropped the palisade gate there and it would have been...
Oh, that would have been funny. Alright, so the French player has to see that because Frank's Knights have bonus last night for their unique ability they have.
Castle Age also for Sislin almost in.
I definitely think. I mean, look how far behind Pink is right now.
Yes, he definitely is.
It's he
24 villagers and
they,
still on
they
feudal age.
yeah, he definitely is not experienced on this map, I feel. It's funny, we we're talking about how blue didn't TC Woodline, and it's actually purple is the one that is so far behind. Alright, here we go. Genos to the Franks. Now that is a really good play. Franks are gonna have to try and think of something, maybe skirms or something. Or ask their ally, the Ethiopian player, to quickly
Third
crank out
castle
some
coming up.
crossbows.
Third TC coming up for blue. And Genuese crossbow.
That can be dangerous though. Trying to boom when you're about to be pressured by the Italian player. Oh, look how fast that knight goes down. 2 Genos versus 1 knight. That knight is
I would
now,
honestly abandon that stone in Nerd's
good,
position here, go for some more wood and drop a second TC and get more strength in my economy.
Alright, so we have Bodkin and 1 armor for another tech that the Italians have. It's not flashy, but it's still very nice to have, is Pavis, where they get extra armor for their foot archers.
Yes.
Very useful. Can definitely utilize that. I'm not
Foot
great with
archer and
Italians,
also their
but they are a fun
commentary
civ
if you
to
would
play
technically
as.
go for that one.
I do have a friend that really loves Italians and he uses them all the time. But yeah, no.
I have a friend who loves janitors that goes for them in weirdest positions in the game. For example, versus
Look, man,
camels.
they counter camels, I promise. I just need more spears.
11-1 military currently on the field.
Yeah, no, this is looking really rough. It's either you need a crap ton of knights, or you're gonna have to switch immediately into either siege or skirms. We're seeing a siege workshop drop right now, but the amount of Genovese are around, it's looking rough for blue. And then all red has to do himself is drop down a siege workshop, and then they're gonna be in the same position. Still not producing a single siege unit. Oh, there we go. A Mangonel is now being produced. But the amount of knights he's lost, man, it's not looking too good.
No,
Could
not
very
anymore.
rough.
13 Genovese crossbowmen out so far. And we almost see a second castle here soonish. 140 stone lacking for Nerd to drop that castle into the Frank player's face.
The only thing Genos have trouble with is their range. They have less range than a regular crossbow. And here are green knights. Perfect timing because that Mangonel comes out. I think the Franks player realizes, and he's in such a hot bother right now. He's waiting for his ally to come. Look at all the idle crossbows. He's sitting at his base doing nothing. Is the blue player telling him he's like dying right now, or? Alright, that's a lot of stone for the Franks player trying to cheese his way out of this bad scenario.
Monastery coming
Franks
up from
Castle and a monastery, yes, I agree 100%. So it's going to be monk, siege, castle, defense. It's okay, but it's not looking good. It really isn't. We need either Pink to do some damage to one of them or defend his ally.
Yes. Okay, Blue actually taking into fletching here to have that extra defense on his TC. Good move.
Oh, there's a cheeky Genovese in the back of the wood line. Sniping those villagers against the team center. I only called that because I saw a thick crossbow bolt go through the trees.
And yeah, the crossbows finally joining in the battle soonish, almost on blue space.
Nice,
Getting the Bodkin arrow in now.
Yeah, I think Purple's had a really rough time with this game. And he wasn't rated very hard, he just didn't really do a good build.
You really have to give credit to Blue here, still being on 66 villagers.
Yeah.
And also producing his army here.
Very idle, but still really trying to do his best to not lose any villagers. Those knights, I'm surprised he brought them back. I mean, granted he only has 1 armor, he could definitely take out 8 crossbows. And obviously Ethiopians fire 33% faster. Not 33, 18% faster. Sorry, I'm being stupid. I was thinking about thumb ring. You know what really hurts me right now?
Oh, there's the
Oh
castle.
my, the nerd coming in with the castle, man. That is ballsy. Alright, he's bringing more villagers. That's good, that's good. I don't like that castle there from the Franks player. You have all those villagers against those villagers. Delete a farm or two and put it there to defend your village.
Probably closer to the gold, yes.
Yeah. And now siege from nerd as well. So what I was saying earlier before I cut myself off was that no ballistics from either player. That kind of hurts.
I mean, there's the ballistic coming in for Nerdra at the moment, only 10 seconds left for him. Coming in perfectly with the castle getting up as soon as that Mangonel is
from the
cleared.
green player,
Yes.
taking out that Mangonel. This is looking really rough. The poor, there's 3 Frank Knights. Okay, there we go. They just ejected him, trying to save his Mangonels. I was gonna say there's
Stables
poor...
going down here, and also ballistics coming for the Ethiopian player.
This pressure is fantastic because this whole time, the Franks player is having such a rough time. He's switching into throwing axemen, but he has no blacksmith upgrades at all besides fletching. It's such an awkward position for the Franks player to be in. And the classic Genovese cavalry kryptonite. One player trying.
Plus, still having a villager lead here is really impressive for him. 69.
I mean,
that's very nice.
Yeah, that's. They were up to castle first, dropped the TCs faster. But yeah, no, it is very.
I mean,
nice
he opened 2 TCs while System was actually on 3. However, he was up later.
Yeah. Oh no!
Throwing
Nerds
X-Men.
bada booming the knights. Oh no! All the green knights.
Ooh,
Oh no!
feels bad. I mean, just get.
He lost like he lost so many knights.
Italians do get herbal medicine, don't they? Yes, they do. It's one of the most underrated upgrades, actually, in my opinion, since it even got buffed a few patches ago.
Yeah.
So really worth it to heal those knights in the castle here.
You know what I would love to see? A mango farm snipe where they mango the farm where the crossbow are standing, it's the extended range. But oh man, I would never picture the day where it would be throwing axemen and crossbow. Very interesting.
Yeah, probably not definitely nothing you want versus a combination of Genoese crossbowmen and knights to counter.
Oh no. Oh no, Blue's gonna get caught out here because his ally is not paying attention. Lack of communication.
Probably should have gotten for those villagers here, just ignoring the army. However, Nerd should be able to easily clean this up here.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah. I was looking at his genos and I'm like, oh, they're not dying as quick, and it's because I think they have Pavis in there already. Pavis. The extra armor is definitely...
Yes. Wait. They do. Yes,
definitely
they do.
Help. Oh, look how many... No upgrades on the throwing axemen, and they're basically... Axes are bouncing off
First
of
armor
shields.
coming in here now, or actually second armor for the throwing X-Men.
Oh, man,
Fortune coming in as well, but it's a GG called already 5 seconds before Nerd is actually coming into the Imperial Age. There we go, Imperial for Nerd.
Yeah.
He reached his life goal here in the last second. Very nice. GG, well played to both teams here.
GG's. Huge misplay from Pink. Basically left Blue to play by himself for a little bit.
Most of the time, yeah, actually, yes.
Yeah, and then Blue doing well, but so much pressure. He had such a hard time. He couldn't even get upgrades for anything besides his castle. Such a rough position to be in. Very good economy. As I said earlier, farms for Franks, very nice. There's 42 farms, excluding the ones that got destroyed. Very well done. But that 1 TC double castle production pressure from the Italians. Italians, man, they just destroy Franks. You have to like actively go into siege or skirms, but being a cav player forced into that while their ally also is a cav player with faster production. Oh, that's such a hard position to be in. If I was blue, I think personally, I think they did a great job for what they were given for. What really hurt them is that they were under like granted they're under a lot of pressure trying to boom with the 1v1, but as soon as that 2v1 came in, it was such a rough time.
Look at that
And
kill death for the players. That's
yeah,
really
it's
tough for them. 5.27 kill death for Nerd, 58 kills, 11 losses, and
oh boy.
0.25 for the Frank.
Yeah, those knights, man, they were it
And
was like
the
they were paper, man. It
GG
was
good
ridiculous.
night.
Oh man.
Good
Boy, oh boy,
night
oh
to
boy.
them indeed. You really shredded those players
Yes.
here.
Yeah. Special shout out to those people in Europe that stayed up to watch these. Appreciate you guys. But crazy, crazy game. Thanks again, Nerd, for sticking around and
Also
giving us
Sislin,
a
who
good demonstration
watched
on
the
how to
entire
play
time
these
here.
games. Very interesting. But yeah, I kind of felt bad for Blue because he was doing all right, and it was just a huge misplay from Purple that kind of let him down a little bit. I hate slandering people, but it was just a misplay. It wasn't huge. Obviously it wasn't like
It felt like he
amazing.
has not that much experience on those
Yeah,
non-meta games,
exactly,
but yeah,
exactly.
it is what
But
it
it's
is.
right. We have fun. We learn these things.
Mhm.
Um, I uh, I always learn by losing all the time, so it's you can't take it personally when you get beat by players that are better than you. It sucks and it stings, but maybe I hope our casting helps you enlighten uh your idea on how to play certain maps and maybe play uh this map again with a better idea on what to do and stuff like that. Um, but either way, great to see these players play against each other. And oh boy, today has been an absolute insane one. Granted, we only had a limited time to fit some stuff in, but I think we did good.
2 hour
Especially,
Team Island game kind of
especially, yeah,
destroyed
exactly.
everything.
That 2 hour game, man. Oh my lord. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh, Gunner in chat. Yeah, Gunner is the avid Italian player I was talking about. How did it feel having to watch someone show off how to play Italians and not how to play? Oh man, no, it was great, man. Definitely good up times. Italians really showing their strength. Um, and again, Italians making a Cav Civ look silly.
Yeah. Overall, a couple of good matches we watched here, and a pretty incredible Team Island game we managed to spectate and cast here. 2 hours is simply insane after 30 minutes of no more resources on the game and still going on. Actually pretty close. GG, Zislin. Very well played. To be honest, I'm gonna keep 1TC and 2 castles Guinea's crossbowman in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
it's very strong. Gun, if you
Definitely.
haven't tried that on what's it called, Hideout, you do a quickish FC because cheaper feudal and castle, and then you drop a castle and just spam Genos. And if you run into a cab player, they can't do shit. It's very funny. But obviously this is not Hideout, but you can. It works. We've seen it. Nerd executed a very good rush build with those Genos. I think it helps knowing that the Franks player is over there, especially since the Franks player showed his hand and sent one knight in with no upgrades into his eco, did little to no damage, and then Nerd is like, well, I have the stone. I'm gonna drop the castle and just spam Genos, and it looked very good. Very good indeed.
All right. Anything left you have to say about the match we just spectated, or any of the games we saw today in general?
I've got new ideas. I wrote some strategies down. No,
Noted.
Oh man, I'm absolutely. It's funny. We didn't spend as much time as we have on some of the other days, but I'm actually really. This is. I don't know how these players played some of these games because I'm mentally exhausted and I didn't even play them. They're very fun to watch, and I think I'm gonna just in my personal next matches, I'm probably gonna try my best to stray away from a water map because I hope to God I don't get one of those 2-hour games. Oh boy. But yeah, no, GG's to everyone. Definitely.
Yeah, very nice 2 matches we managed to spectate here today. Thanks to everyone in chat. It was a lot of fun to cast those together with you and a lot of people in chat here today, which is very, very nice. So thanks for everyone who stopped by today. And I would actually give you on to another streamer right now. Let's see who's online.
Real quick thing I want to interject and
Sure.
say, for any one of you guys that have missed or want to watch the castings as well, not only do we have the VODs on Twitch, we also post our YouTube videos. So feel free to check out Stark's YouTube channel or my YouTube channel. We have our both different personal point of views. I mean, this time I won't have mine because I didn't stream today, but you will see we post games of the things we cast as well. So that also might help you if you want to look at a certain opponent that you haven't played against, you know?
True.
But
Exactly, it's something you could do.
yeah, definitely go check those out if you want to relook at something, and because I personally feel like looking at videos is easier on YouTube than it is Twitch. But we have them in both slots, and then also YouTube is timeless, but Twitch sometimes gets rid of those VODs a bit quicker. So you know.
Sislin suggesting raiding the Sabatero. That's actually exactly what I had in mind, already having a raiding window open here right now. And I will give you guys on. So thanks for everyone who was here today. Probably see you see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for stopping by and have a good night.
Right here. Thank you, Starkard, for the ride. Welcome. Sorry, Coffee, I have a ride here.
Yeah. Starkard underscore always rating with 11 viewers. Gracias totals.
Gracias.
What second? 19.
Let me see. Hello, Selena. Welcome, Starkard. Okay, I am at the second 19. Oh yeah.
I'm
Thanks
21.
for the follow.
21.
Starkard, thanks for the follow.